There we go. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, my boy? We back
What's
again.
good? What's good?
Number 17,
Shit,
baby.
man, I've been fucked up all day trying to. I've been laboring over here, man. Fuck 'em. But I'm good though. We're gonna make it through
Good
the
to,
night.
good to
Shit,
hold it
fuck it.
down, my boy.
Yeah, finding out your lactose at my age is painful. That shit fucked me
Mm,
up.
mm.
That shit.
Hell
All
yeah.
day, feel like my body. I had food poisoning, but it's not food poisoning. It's just from the dairy that's still in your body. That shit, your body can't break it down. So it felt like I got the flu, but it's just lactose intolerant poisoning.
Okay. Yo, I
It's
like your
crazy.
sweater too, my boy. You got that made?
Yeah, that's Karen. That's Karen, passionate Karen, my
I
baby
like
girl.
that. Yeah, I like that shit right there. That's what's up, Karen. I like
She
that
do
shit. You
braids
you
like
know,
twisting.
calling baby girl out.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. All right, we trying to check in. Come on, y'all. Y'all get
Mhm.
up in here with us, man. Put a check in the comment. Who that
For
out
y'all
there with us?
niggas that need them locks and all
Check
that,
in
she
the
a real
comment.
professional.
They go, my look at
She
Jay
better
Hova.
than your favorite loctician.
Girl, look at
She
Jay
better
Hova.
than your favorite lock. Oh, he
You
jumped in
already
early.
know.
Yeah.
You already know, Karen. That's our favorite loctician out there, baby. Everybody holla at her, man. All over New Orleans, Houston, everywhere. Y'all get y'all shit done by Karen, man. Jay Hova in the motherfucking building. Jay, what's good, my
Like she
boy?
did, like the Terrence Crawford braids. The girl, whoever did the Terrence Crawford, she did them shits better than the girl that did the braids for Terrence
All
Crawford.
right,
So
we got
check
my
in
boy
on
Watson out there. We got Cheese. Who else out there? We got five of them out there.
Jay.
Yo,
Was
y'all
good with you, Jay.
checks in the comments, baby. My boy Jay. But how we going? How we going? What's that in the back? Who that? Who that in the background? That's you in the background, Jay.
Am I too loud? Let me turn it down.
It's a little loud. Yeah, I can hear that shit
Sound like
clear.
you listen to some sports or some shit.
All right, we got Julio,
Man,
Tasha, Chief Watson. Let's go, y'all. Let's get up.
man.
Let's get it together, y'all.
Get them checks in the comments so we could get started.
Put some checks out there so we can get started. We're gonna get this one off right tonight, y'all. Come on, check out, check in with us, y'all. Black and talkative,
Got a
the
boy, got a
SMC.
boy Jay with us early. Finally, he
Yo, Jay, you
finally
not even a special guest no more, nigga. You welcome anytime, Jay. You ain't even a special
Hey,
he
guest no
part of the
more.
pod, man.
hey, don't try to clown me, man. Don't try to clown me. I'm on time, man. I'm on time.
Word. How you feeling
Hey,
though?
where
How you?
you from, bro? Host? Where you from, host?
Oh,
I keep,
We
I
both
New
keep
York.
forgetting your name, bro.
Yeah, Rod. Rod. You
Nelly.
just call me Rod or Nelly.
Where you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Bushwick. Well, officially, I'm from Bushwick though.
Ironically,
Yeah, I already knew that. I
ironically, that's my
already knew
next
you.
door. That's my next door neighbor.
Yeah, Chris, that's my boy. Yeah, Chris been down, man, 20 plus years, my boy Chris.
I already
Next
knew
door
you.
neighbor, growing up on the same block.
I'm about to troll him.
Hold on, you gotta switch this shit out, Jay. Putting the math, Mel. You already know, Mel Watson. Jay shit cut out a little bit. Jay, you gotta come back in, Jay. Come back in, Jay. Oh, that
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you
You gotta,
good.
you
There
gotta
you go,
get,
my
you gotta
boy.
get out the matrix.
He good. He gonna pop back in. I'm gonna get him in there. He gonna come back in. But yeah, we could kick it off though. But I just had a little opening statement to kick it off tonight, though. We got some of
Under
these
the love.
old heads in the hood and shit. They want to jump on the internet and they want to act like they want to get into beef with rappers and shit and all that. And these niggas ain't got no money. These niggas is broke as hell and shit. Instead of you running around here trying to take care of your family, you're almost 50 years old. You jumping on the internet trying to holler at rappers and get into rap beef and all that, man. That shit is
Mhm.
corny and played out, bro. Take care of your family. Like them niggas don't even know you. Like you too old. You running around the hood. You grabbing cameras. You jumping on YouTube and Facebook lives, Instagrams, and all that. And you out here beefing with motherfuckers that don't even know you, bro. Like so, I better
Yeah,
like not so for you, my boy. Just slow your roll up, bro. Like that shit is corny. You making the hood look bad when you doing dumb shit because you shouting out the hood a lot and you making the hood look real bad with a bunch of nonsense and all that, brother. So that's
Yeah.
all I want to open up a little bit and just
Let
discuss a
me
little bit.
expound on that a little bit too, man.
Yeah,
Like we over here trying to push this positive message and everything for the youth and for the black community, but motherfuckers get on Facebook and they want to be worried about the drama and all the stuff that's not productive to the community, that's actually counteractive and conducive to what we're trying to push. You know, people love drama and they don't love intelligence. When somebody trying to teach you something, trying to raise your frequency, y'all just want to continue with the bullshit, and you don't have to be like that. And evidently, you 50 years old. What do you think? You Jim Jones? You want to be a lobby boy or something? That's another thing we got to stop. Like, you got to stop allowing these 50-year-old niggas with beards and fucked up faces to tell you how the community gonna be when they never done nothing for the community. They don't even take care of their own kids and shit. So, yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. Like, people love
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bullshit, but don't love the positivity.
Y'all talking about somebody in particular?
Nah, we just
yeah,
talking
yeah.
in general.
Nah, we just talking
Well,
about in general, motherfuckers back home and shit. Like they a little bit too old for the nonsense that they doing. And then most of the people who know us and shit and all that, we got like me and Chris know a lot of people from the hood, and and we getting support from other people around the world. We getting support from motherfuckers down in New Orleans, Houston, North Carolina, where I'm at. But the support back home is not the same. But when I jump online and I see people arguing and they keeping up drama, I see motherfuckers YouTube live and they Facebook live filled up with 90, 100 viewers at one time, and y'all subscribing into drama. Won't y'all come over here where we at and talk about positivity and building and learning? But I guess that shit is corny and to some people inside of our community.
Man, you already know. You already know that's gonna be a slow build
mm-hmm.
because ain't nobody really trying to. I mean, that's an indictment on our community as a whole. Really,
Oh,
really not
mm-hmm.
just our community, but just American culture in general. We don't value education.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
we was taught wrong. We was brought up wrong. That's why I always say that our OGs failed us,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I say that because we was taught that being a man was being rambunctious and all this other type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily being a protector and a provider.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we don't even really know what a man is. And hey, look, I hope my big bro ain't watching this right now, but I had to have a conversation with him before. It's like, bro,
Mhm.
once you get of age, you too old to be trying to earn stripes, dude.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yes.
man.
You earn your
Thank you.
you earn your stripes when you young.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Because once you get of age and once you have kids, you are already at a disadvantage. Cause
Disadvantage.
these cats in the streets, they ain't got nothing to lose. You feel me? They ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to lose, and you got a family. So you gonna think twice, so to speak, when it go there, because you know that the people that you got is dependent on you. And
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
these niggas ain't got nobody depending on them. So you already at a disadvantage. So you may as well stay out the way, go to work, take your ass home, you know what I'm saying, and keep it pushing.
Yeah, and it's sad, bro, when I see niggas from hood, niggas
That
30
nursing home
in their
thing, you
40s,
already know.
niggas in their late 30s and their mid 40s getting killed. Like, your niggas still out here getting shot
Rock.
and killed in your late 30s and mid 40s by young niggas because y'all don't know how to give up the streets. And you always see a
Right.
post on Bushwick, rest in peace to this person. You're like, damn, that nigga older than me and he still was in the streets. And, that's crazy. Like
Straight
we
nonsense.
got to change. You got to change that whole mentality of being a product of your environment is not just by selling drugs, getting out on the street, banging shit out, or catching a drill. Being a product of your environment is changing your environment and trying to better your environment and things like
Damn
that. So,
right, brother.
so
Gentrifying our environment, nigga.
man,
Gentrifying it with black people,
like
not with white color
that's
people
one of
and
the
other
things we
neighborhoods.
always say. Gentrify. We take our money to other neighborhoods instead of gentrifying our own neighborhood. You
Our own
complain about
neighborhood.
white people and all that. You got the same opportunity. Take that 300,000 you was gonna take to Katy or in the Woodlands and take that shit to Third Ward or South Side or something like that, and you could build
You
a
know, but
parking lot, a few other things.
Yo, Julio,
you
hold
know,
on,
but the
y'all.
thing,
Julio, you already know, Julio. Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say you already know, but the thing is, us as black folk, like I'm gonna just say straight, and it's gonna go cross cultures or whatever. Like If everything is equal, I'm gonna give you the tiebreaker if you my people, right?
Mhm.
If you my people, you gonna get the tiebreaker. But whenever we coming into the marketplace, like, don't just expect me to fool with you because you a black man
Thank
or a
you.
black woman.
Thank you.
That's right.
Make sure your make sure your product is up to par, you
Thank you.
know.
God,
And if everything is equal, then for sure I'ma side with you.
Thank
But
you.
don't
Thank
be
you.
looking at me. I'ma just fool with you just because you black. No, it don't work like that. You got to come to the market and compete just like everybody else,
Yeah,
dude.
don't be
That's
advertising
where
a
we get it
Mercedes
twisted.
and you giving me a Toyota. Ain't nothing wrong with the Toyota, but it's still not the Mercedes and shit like
ain't
that.
nothing
So
wrong with you, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, all right, so I'm gonna get into the first question. I'm glad to get your input on that, man. But
yeah, yeah,
we
bro.
definitely trying to push positivity on here, and I still don't understand why we don't got more motherfuckers checking in here with us. But y'all love to check on drama and bullshit. I guess if we was in here slandering people and talking crazy about people, everybody would pop in and they want to look at it. But we not
Hey,
pushing that shit. We
they
ain't doing that.
they coming. They coming. They
Yeah,
coming.
they come. You already know that. That's why I said it's patience. Like all we gotta do is be patient. That's why I told them
They
a couple
coming.
weeks, 6 months from now, then y'all gonna all want to ride the wave with us. It's gonna be too late. The wave gonna be gone already in 6 months. I'm telling
We
y'all to keep
gonna
y'all
Hey,
on
be
look.
post.
part of the culture, man.
Y'all
Hey,
already know.
it's the age of Aquarius right now. It's the age of information. It's a
Yeah.
lot of people out here. It's a lot of people out here that's looking for information and seeking. They just trying to figure out where the information is at. They coming.
Mhm.
They
It will
coming.
be all will be revealed. What they say, all will be revealed.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
let me kick off the first one to y'all. Let me see. All right, this is the first question I got out here tonight for the audience and y'all. Is it selfish to put your personal happiness above family expectations?
Um, can I say from a personal experience, I say yeah, because and like person sometimes I'm not trying to get on the females or something. Sometimes a female will sacrifice the family for her own happiness, and a man will sacrifice his happiness for the family. With meaning the man will be miserable, going home every day, don't want to go in the house, but he'll keep that family together because of the kids. A woman, fuck everything. She ready to break it up, nuclear bomb, blow the shit up just because she's not happy. Not even thinking about what the kids got going on, how they love seeing their father every day, being with their father to come home and be like, yeah, I got two parents in the home. Men, we understand that more, but I'm not trying to say some ladies don't understand it, but they're quicker to be like, fuck all our happiness. I want to be happy. And just from personal experience, I could just give my personal opinion on that. You know.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
You got
I mean,
it.
I could agree with that. And like you said, it's not like a shot to the ladies, but we're different,
Hmm.
biologically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like women are more emotional beings. We're more logical beings. That's not saying one is better, one is trying to
Yeah.
up one and down the other. Like that ain't trying to say that. But a lot of times women do prioritize their happiness. And us as men, we never been in their shoes, so we can't really call it like that. But I agree with Chris, that's true.
Hmm.
But I look at, when you say love, love is an action, not
Hmm.
just a feeling. A feeling is fleeting. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I hear a lot of these women. I seen a lot of women on these podcasts and stuff talking about unconditional love and all this other type stuff. That's what they want, but they don't really understand what that means
Yeah. Yeah.
because nobody gets unconditional love except like children or something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because every everything is based on condition. You know
Hmm.
what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like unconditional love. So okay, so if a dude is beating your ass, you gonna love him? That's a
Unconditional.
condition that he don't beat your ass. So like
Yes.
that, all that unconditional stuff is for the birds. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
But it
Yes.
is it's a duty. It's a duty. It's an action word.
Mhm. Good shit, man. That's right,
I'm
man.
talking about right there. So, like, and all right. So we get back at it. So we can say we'll stay on there. But like, But like what I was saying, like, is it selfish though? I understand where y'all coming from with y'all point of views, but is it selfish to put your happiness above family expectations too as well? That's what I was trying to get at too. Because sometimes
Yeah,
people do shit just because it's for family. And the same way as people do it in relationships, like you are like you don't really want to do it. You be stressed out. You like, damn, I want to do it because it's a brother or it's a cousin or something. But sometimes, like with me, like lately with me, I gotta put my happiness above my family expectations because sometimes their expectations it might be something totally different for me. And I'm looking at them like, nah, that's not what I don't care what you expect of me. I got my own path in life, so I'm gonna always put my happiness above anybody's expectations. It doesn't matter if it's family, a relationship, or not. Because if you ain't happy, then you can't make nobody else happy. All you're gonna do is be miserable as the same. Like so whatever room you walk in, you gonna walk in that room and you're gonna be like, I don't want to deal with this shit, or you're gonna have an attitude if you're not happy about something. So make sure you put your own happiness before anything. It don't matter if it's a relationship or it's friendship, family, anything. Make sure you're gonna be happy first.
yeah. I agree with that too to a certain extent because you know what I'm saying. You can't. Hold on. You can't pour out an empty cup. So I agree
Yes.
with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't pour out an empty cup. So it's tired. Okay, relax. So yeah, I'm sorry, my son.
Nah, you
But
good. We
yeah,
balling
bro.
on.
But
You good, my brother.
yeah. But I agree with that. But it's only to a certain extent because it's different when you got children involved, particularly young kids. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I feel
Once
you.
once once kids get of age, it's still tricky. It's gonna be tricky no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like whenever kids are very young, it's a little bit more dicier conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more dicier. But yes, you do gotta put your happiness first. But at the end of the day, when you look at the statistics of, single mother homes versus dual parent homes,
A child have a better chance of,
it
of
it
making it
it's
in
it's
a two parent home, you know.
Yes.
but
Yes,
but
definitely.
but but
Yep.
but 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 the statistic are drastic. You know what I'm saying? Like drastic in a negative favor whenever the father's not around. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And even when the father is around, like me, I had the best upbringing, but even still, I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I can just imagine without me you know what I'm saying, without me being in my son's life, the things that he'll go through and deal with, knowing that both of my parents was there, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
and all of the things that they sacrificed and having a good upbringing that I had, and I still made the decisions that I did. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't have to do that, you know.
That's right. That's right.
Hey,
Let me see the audience now. We got all right. As long as the kids happy, it's all good. But you're definitely going to have you time. Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Wante.
definitely for me, man. Because
Yeah,
like, would you
time.
say pick your happiness over family? So I could expound on that. Not my immediate family or the one I'm in love with, but like cousins and shit like that. I put my happiness before them. Because definitely when they call me with the bullshit or call me to ask for some money or to borrow some shit, it's like, damn. Now I got to stop what I'm doing and change my life around just to satisfy and please someone else. And it's always feel like I'm just giving and never receiving. So that do take a toll on you, and you find yourself in a world where you're not happy because you always feeling like people dependent on you, and you can't fail or can't fuck up or you can't make a mistake because you got others dependent on you. So your happiness is never there. You just working to please others or working to make sure others is satisfied before you even take a time back and take some time to step back and look at yourself and be like, damn, am I happy? Am I satisfied with myself? Am I doing the things I need to do for myself to, gradually, you know, get somewhere in life, or I'm just gonna be content on being a provider for everybody.
Yes, definitely, definitely, bro. I feel you on that, my brother. Let me see what Tosh said. For example, if your parents want you to get married, but you are not ready, would you do it? If that's the only way they allow your partner to enter the home. Nah, I don't
Nah,
agree with that.
nah,
I don't agree with
nah.
that
I don't agree
because
with that.
if your family is on some shit like that, and they gonna not let you apart. If it's your parents, grandparents, whoever, I don't agree with that assessment because people gonna love like love don't have to be through marriage. Like you don't have to be married. Like that marriage thing here in America, that's some type of European philosophy and shit. Like you don't have to be married. Like people know, like you already know. Like I'm not, I'm damn near there, but I'm not legally married, but with me and her, our bond is strong as a motherfucker. We don't need marriage. And if anybody don't accept her in their crib because we not married, this is to you, motherfucker. Fuck you. Like I don't agree with that shit. I don't care if it's your parents, grandparents, whoever. Look, I love my motherfucking girl. And if you ain't gonna accept us because it's some marriage shit, kick rocks with that bullshit, man. Go ahead and go down the road with that bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
that shit,
bullshit.
no, that's stupid right there.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it
some
makes
stupid
sense.
shit right there. But you got families out there that's on shit like that though. I'm picking peace over
Yeah.
everything. My
So,
you know, because like Nelly said, you can't give peace if you don't have peace within yourself.
Hmm.
Amen to that, my brother. That's
Yeah,
why I
good
I
tell
agree.
shit,
people,
VR.
you ain't happy with yourself, you can't spread the joy and happiness to other people. You're gonna be miserable and you're gonna make the room miserable when you step in there. And that's the shit that you have to find in yourself. And I had to find that, like, let this shit go, man. Like, think of more happy things, like, because it's a lot of things in life that's going great for me. Like, like
Hmm.
it's the fucking good things is up here, and then the shit that's unhappy is that. So I'm gonna live up here. I'm not gonna live down here. I'll weigh the difference and I'm gonna think of more happy shit.
But the bad
Yeah,
always
but
outweigh the good. That's what it be. Mhm.
yeah, but those like it's two different dichotomies to that. I agree with that sentiment. You know what I'm saying? But that's different when you messing with just like a chick versus
Mhm.
being married. You know what I'm saying? A
And
girlfriend
yeah,
versus just you know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to say I'm gonna pick my piece and choose my piece. Yeah, of course. And you in that situation, then obviously you're gonna do that. When you in a marriage, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So that's it's a catch 22 with that.
Hmm. I got
happiness
you.
is a individual journey. Everyone got to find happiness in their only way. The only people you owe happiness to is your children and your wife.
Like,
Exactly. That's when you're in the
that's
marriage.
it.
Yeah, you owe that happiness to your wife and your children. You owe them to be happy and to come home to a peaceful home. Like you said, sometimes we got to look in the mirror and find our own happiness. No one's going to give that joy to you from within.
Got you.
Sometimes that happiness come from within. So in your marriage, you gotta, your wife, you gotta ask her things and be like, well, what's going on? How was your day? How you feeling about the week? How you feeling about us and shit? Your kids, ask them, check up on them, how was school and things like that. Because you owe that happiness to them in the marriage. Yeah, Cheese, you right about that. But individually,
I hear
we
you.
all gotta
But
find our peace.
but people say that though. But hold on 1 second. I gotta have an answer back to that. Y'all can say you could be, it's for your wife and children. But what is marriage though? You got some people who get married three and four times in one lifetime. So what is marriage? That's why I said love should always trump marriage.
Yeah.
If it's no love there, then the marriages ain't gonna be there. If there's no happiness there, then the marriage is going the same way. So when people say a marriage is different, marriage can't be different when you got people getting married three and four times in one lifetime.
But that stuff is a
How many people are
It's
you gonna
too.
love in this lifetime?
it's different. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's more than just you in a picture and the things that you gotta say. Especially, let me just speak from a not even from an emotional standpoint, from a financial standpoint, especially for men. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of women may not look at this aspect of it, but we already know you as a man, 9 times out of 10, whenever you get a divorce, you already know who your kids is going with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's
you
how
know
I go
that.
nine
Oh yeah,
times
you
out of ten.
Hmm.
And then, if y'all on one accord, if y'all good, if it was an amicable separation, then okay, that may be cool. But if y'all separated on bad terms, now if you have a relationship with that child, you know what I'm saying? Now you're endangering the fact that maybe you may not get to see that child and have that relationship that you wanted to build. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Got you.
So I
I
mean,
feel you.
it just depends on what type of relationship you in, what stages that
Hmm.
you at in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's right.
it's different. You know.
I respect that, brother. I respect that. Definitely. I respect that, Jay. Let me see what you said. For example, is
Yeah.
it selfish to not let the family stay with you, even if you have space, just to protect your peace?
Hell no, that's not
No,
selfish, motherfucker. I've been let you stay with me 10 times and your ass can't get it together. You don't
no.
need to come this 11th
I
time.
definitely
Fuck.
choose my peace over cornering, becoming just
Hey,
destroying my peace.
hey, if I need to walk around in
What you
these
say,
drawers, I
Karen?
need to walk
What
around.
you say,
If
Karen?
Exactly.
I need to walk around in these drawers, I need to walk around in these drawers. I don't need no.
Yeah, I choose my
I don't
peace over a
I need
family
no.
that come to stay any day.
You goddamn right, Karen. Any day. Like my
Mhm.
peace to come home to my peace. Nah, fuck that
Yeah.
shit. I'm
Hell
enjoying my
yeah.
peace. You
Yo,
want to
your
come in
ass
here and
can
disturb
stay
this
with me
peace?
20 times, man. Get the fuck up out of
Your
here.
ass gotta go. He said that's a fact, but the court's working in the Father's way. We just don't take advantage of it. I can't speak on that. Y'all got to speak on that. The fellas with the
Yeah,
peace,
if you
man.
got your
Say
rights
what?
and all that, you got to
I
use
wouldn't
your
say
rights
that it
and
works.
everything
I wouldn't say that it works in the Father's way. I mean, there's certain things that you can do.
as
You know
a
what I'm saying?
father.
You have to
Yeah.
really actually know the game in order to make that type of statement. There's things that you can do
What he
certainly,
said?
but the courts does not work in the Father's way.
Yeah, I was
Just
No.
about to
look up the
say,
numbers. Just easily, you can easily look up the numbers. The courts work in the mother's way 9 times out of 10,
Yeah,
especially
I
depending upon
know.
the age of the child. Especially
and then
Yeah,
depending upon the age of the child. Because me as a father, you know what I'm saying, I can understand that my son he needs his mom. Well, let me not say need. He need both of them, but he gravitate towards his mom more
Hmm.
right
hmm
now.
Yeah.
Once he get to a certain age to where she may not be able to handle him the best,
mhm.
that's when my role seems more defined. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. hmm
So it's a whole different dynamic with that. So I don't agree with that at all.
yeah.
Okay,
I
no doubt, no doubt.
personally had
Respect that. Go ahead, Karen.
I'm about to say I've personally had like, cause I talk to my clients and stuff all the time, but I've had like shared experiences and stuff as far as like dealing with courts and split custody and all that other kind of stuff, and hearing people's situations. So just hearing different aspects, I definitely believe. Even though I'm a female, I do feel like the courts do be in our favor a lot of times. We could say something about the father or whatever the case is, it's not necessarily true or anything, like without the proper proof, and they'll kind of go, our way versus the father
Mhm.
if they don't have
Mhm.
like their proof lined up, like their paperwork and stuff like that.
Man,
But I
just
mean, it's not fair. It's
And
not
this is
fair
coming
for
from a
the
woman, y'all. This ain't the men that's on the platform right now. This
y'all
is
want to
coming
hear
from a dude.
something?
Listen,
You
y'all.
want to hear something that I could relate
Hey,
to?
Chris.
Mhm.
Man, them courts don't give a fuck about what the father is doing, man. I'm just telling you the
No,
truth from personal experience, from my own experience. You know, you could be doing everything right and doing everything good, and they'll still agree with the mother on some shit just because they gonna make your life harder and everything. Like, man, I don't even want to talk about it.
bro,
Uh,
they don't even require you to have receipts. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
that's
heard
what
a
I'm
lot of, and I'm not
We
in that
could have
situation.
our paperwork lined up and the man, have his lined up. They like if we lack anything on our end, they still gonna go like what we saying over like paperwork compared to a man who have his stuff lined up. Cause like I
Like,
said, I was almost like, cause I mean I am a single mother, but like just put my business out there. But I was considering putting my son dad on child support or whatever, for the simple fact he's not like a real active father. Like my son know who his daddy is, but he's not active. So I was like kind of sharing my experience with my clients and stuff, and they would tell me like, whatever you go tell the courts, they're gonna believe you. Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to for real, like go through the motions and stuff like that, or like it's a lot to it. So yeah, I don't know. It's
and
really
even
a hard thing to deal with.
and even if you did put them on child support, like I was saying, like I understand if they like required like receipts of stuff because I hear a lot of dudes complaining about, oh, okay, I'm paying child support, but I don't never see this money going towards my child. You know, and the courts don't even care. It's like you got particular women, they'll just do whatever with their money that's supposed to be going towards their child, and the child ain't got nothing to show for it, and that ain't, you know what I'm saying, that ain't fair. You know, they don't require no receipts. They don't really care at the end of the day, and I mean that's how the system is. So it's
I mean,
not
they don't
set up
even
in the
care for
man's
the
favor.
simple fact, like if you find out that that ain't even your child, and all the times you've been paying child support, you don't got to pay that back. So, I mean, you don't get your
Exactly.
money back. So, I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's great. She said, I made that mistake earlier this year, letting a family member stay in my house for 3 months. Man, you crazy as hell, Cheese. I would have put that nigga out. What you talking
Yeah.
about? 90 days, that nigga live here now, Cheese. You fucked
90
up, Cheese.
days? That motherfucker ain't have a plan in
Yeah.
90 days. He ain't do nothing in 90
You
days.
walk
That's
around the house
crazy.
sweating. Walk around the house sweating.
That
You
I
want to
done
nigga
take
let
your
I
shirt
done
off,
let
but you
family
can't.
members stay with me for 6 months and all that. Ain't give them no time limit, nothing. Like just being too nice. Ain't let them pay no bill or nothing. Just trying to help them get on their feet. And then some explode or happen. I'm ready to put them out. They don't have no money saved up. Oh, let me wait till my next check and then I'm gonna go. Like people don't care. They get in your shit and get comfortable. And
Yeah,
shit.
they don't give a shit. I'm telling yo, listen, you gotta have a plan. Don't even put no mail to my crib. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Don't even change the
Yeah.
address here. Wherever you was getting mail at, keep that shit
Keep
there.
getting it
Don't
there.
even come in. Because on the 29th day, you better have your shit back. Because by day 30, your ass could claim squatter rights, and that ain't gonna happen. I'ma squat
And
your
Right,
ass up out of here.
right, right,
what's so sad about
That's
that?
up.
uh,
Yeah. On
right.
the 29, have your shit back.
Squatter,
What's so
squatter,
sad
right,
about that,
right.
y'all, is
Yeah,
if God forbid if something really drastic happened and you have to put them out, whether they're on your lease or not, if somebody have property in your house or whatever and they say,
Yeah.
oh, they stay there, the police is not going to make them leave. That's what's crazy. Out of
They gonna
all,
tell you it's a civil matter.
yes,
Civil matter. Yeah, it's
you
a civil
still
matter.
can't
Well,
just
listen. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I got something for you, officer. Well, hold on. Go outside for 5 minutes because it's going to be a criminal matter when I finish beating the
yeah,
shit out of it.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah,
It's criminal. I'm going back. I'm
yeah.
going back. Oh, what you
sad.
talking about? Civil. No, it's
Unless,
criminal now, motherfucker.
unless you moms or pops,
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah. That's what I
unless you
try to
moms or
tell
pops, you're not moving
I've
in.
been in that situation before. I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
well,
Moms and pops
how you
is good.
here? You gotta leave. What?
But he said, that's your experience. I seen them rules of the father, and I helped one of my peoples get custody of his son, and he a convict.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, but
That's an
it's like
anomaly.
damn near. You got to know how much you
Yeah,
got to
he
prove
blessed.
for the mother to be unfit. Shit,
Yeah,
man, you
that's
got.
an anomaly. That's not common.
Mm-mm.
Like that's
Yeah,
not
that's
common
not.
at all.
I mean, I'm sure that's the only reason custody or whatever it was, because the mother was good, or the mother probably wasn't fighting as hard or saying too much against them. Give them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Because majority of the time, that shit is not working out in our favor. Like I know
no,
it. Like I heard a bunch of stories from a lot of my homeboys, man, and they be going through that shit. Like I be feeling for them guys for
Mhm.
real, man.
As I said, I don't even want to talk about it, man. I ain't get
It's all right,
to
my
that
brother. It's
shit.
all right. You good, bro. We gonna get through this shit. Don't worry about it, my brother.
look, hey Nelly, look. This is what I was gonna say before I got cut off real quick. I know you
Hmm.
from New York. I was gonna troll you a little bit. Hey, y'all pizza overrated, bro.
Yeah,
Hell
see
nah,
now have
you ain't go to the right spot. See, that's the thing. Y'all
yeah,
niggas be going to get
yeah.
that dollar
Yeah.
pizza.
Hold
They be
on,
going to
hold
get
on, Chris.
dollar pizza from
Yeah,
Manhattan and thinking that shit the
that's
real
what I'm
pizza.
talking about. Yep.
You see, I ain't even been to New York, and he wired up. See,
Hold
I
on.
ain't even been to New York yet, and
Hold
he
on.
wired up. He
Well,
ready
you
with the
gotta go
king.
up there. Well, listen, when you go to New York, you gotta go check out Tony's Pizza on DeKalb and Knickerbocker Avenue, man. If you want some real good pizza, go to DeKalb and Knickerbocker Avenue. And I'm telling you
Say
right now, you will
decal
never know
Knickerbocker.
our pizza is overrated.
You
Period.
gotta fix your
Telling
niggas
you, baby.
tag.
Knickerbocker and DeKalb. Wherever you step foot in Brooklyn, that's the greatest. Matter of fact, that's the greatest pizza shop in the whole fucking five boroughs. It's Tony's Pizza on DeKalb and Knickerbocker
Decal
Avenue.
Knickerbocker.
Yeah, I know how to turn you up. I know how to turn
Yeah,
you up. I ain't even been in New
real
York,
bad.
and I
What
turned
did
them up.
oh, I woke up quick. I said, what? Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Somebody
Chris,
mic.
hold on, Chris. Hold on. Your shit. Fix your mic. Fix your mic, Chris.
Yeah, that was
He
his.
gonna
Cause
come
it.
back. I'm gonna put him back in. I'm gonna put him back in. He had to fix his mic. But what she
Yeah.
said, yeah, Cap. He said, Cap. Look at look. There go my boy Watson. Look, Cap, nigga. New York Pizza got that game in a
Ah, come
chokehold.
on now.
We
Come
already
on
know,
now.
baby.
That nigga still live in New York.
I'm
I ain't gonna lie,
telling
I
you
went to
now.
Chicago. I went to
Mhm.
Chicago. I got to Chicago. I went to the best rated spot that they had. It was cool. It was cool. But
No,
everybody from New York swear on their pizza, man. They
I
swear on it.
swear not. Listen, I'm telling you, Chicago pizza is garbage. That fucking big
It
ass
is. It
dish ass
is.
pizza, that shit is trash. That shit
It
trash,
is.
B. I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
It
homie.
is.
Yeah, that shit. They be trying to sell that shit down here. They matter of fact, up the block from my crib, they got a pizza shop selling Chicago. The bread is this thick with mad sauce. So I'm like, bro, if that's
Exactly.
what y'all is compared to our shit, y'all done. Like y'all
Let,
cannot
let,
be compared to our shit.
let, me let
No
me
way.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of Brothers Pizza?
Brothers Pizza, where that's at?
Man, it's only like 3 locations. The one that I know about is in Katy. There's one in Katy. It's right off of Highway 6 and it's like Highway 6 and Highway 6 and I-10. But it's 3 different locations, man. That pizza off the chain, bro. I
Okay,
guarantee
okay.
if it don't compete with the best pizza that you ever had, it'll be up there. I promise.
They gotta be from New York. Ask him. I bet you one of them from New York.
They talk like they are.
That's what I'm telling you, baby. We hitting. I've
They talk
told you
they
that.
t- they talk like they
Like
are.
that New York shit, yo.
Yeah.
Listen. First of all, them niggas is from Brooklyn, cause you gonna find a Brooklyn nigga in every part of this globe. Fuck New York. I ain't even gonna go to New York and Harlem. You gonna find a Brooklyn nigga in every part of the globe. I
These
don't give a
niggas
fuck.
be on their barrels and all that stuff.
I don't care if you in the deep woods of Texas. If you could be anywhere on the face of this planet, you gonna find one of us, a Brooklyn nigga, somewhere in that area. I
Bro,
guarantee you.
look it up. Look up the closest Brothers Pizza to you, bro. You gonna like it, bro. Real talk.
Brothers.
Y'all heard Chris and y'all heard, he said the Brothers
I know where
Pizza. Look it
brothers
up
at.
down in Katy.
Yeah, I know where brothers at. It's cool. It's fine.
Oh,
It's
all
cool,
right.
man. It's off the
Alright.
chain, bro.
It's alright. It's
It's
alright.
off the chain.
One of the
I
best.
like I like
I
Frank's
never
pizza.
had that one, VI. I never had that one, VI.
You
What
never
you
had
say? Which one? Which one you said, Chris?
Frank's Pizza is downtown Houston. It reminds me of New York Pizzeria.
Oh, okay. I never been to that one.
Yeah, it got the brick
We got
oven
a
and
Frank's Pizza. We got a Frank's Pizzeria too up here in Raleigh too. Frank's is pretty good, but ain't nobody like if you come to Raleigh, I'll take you to the best pizza. These motherfuckers is from Sunset Park.
nah,
These Italian Puerto Rican motherfuckers from Sunset Park. I'm telling you, bro, Italian's Kitchen is on Wake Forest Road in Raleigh. These niggas is cooking that shit like you bite. Like when you bite that pizza, nigga, you like, yo, I'm about to go
So
to the garden tonight, nigga. I'm about to go watch some niggas in the garden play some ball tonight. Soon as you get a bite of that motherfucking pizza, Italian's Kitchen down here in Raleigh, that shit is perfect, my nigga. I
You
ain't even
you
gonna lie.
you you in the Carolinas or you in Houston?
Nah, I'm in Raleigh. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in Raleigh right now. Yeah, yeah. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and I've been in Raleigh coming up this April. April 26th will make 10 years that I've been in Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Let me hold on. All right. I know we done got far along. We having fun and shit tonight. I like this one though. I like when we having fun like this. But I
Yeah,
got
I had
one
to
more.
troll them real quick on the pizza.
You already know. You already know. I so when we was talking about the family and stuff, so we could jump into other ones. Should parents be friends with their kids or strictly parents?
strictly
hell no.
from
Strictly
experience.
parents.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I say both.
My
All right,
daughter
go
I
ahead.
say both.
me
Hold
sometimes.
on. Let me go. All right, go ahead, Karen. You kick it off, Karen.
I was saying strictly parents because if you become friends with your daughter or son or whatever like that, then the level of respect is not there if like they just get too comfortable at times and they feel like, you know, they don't have to listen to certain things or whatever. And when it comes time for you to become a parent, they get confused. You know what I'm saying? Like when you become strict and set rules and all the other kind of stuff, then it kind of confuses them. So I think you should never be friends with your. Well, I ain't gonna say never. I think
It's a
2%
thin line.
friend because you want them to be able to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come
Yeah,
to you for
Yeah.
Oh, thank
They
you.
come to you.
That
so
was
let
my
me
Exactly.
whole
say
angle.
set
that.
a balance.
So
Talk to set
don't
a
be
balance. Yeah.
to the point your child can't come to you for things, so you
Mhm.
can be different to that extent. But you know, yeah. But I think the percentage should be higher to be their parent more than their friend.
It got to be a thin line. They got to know you, they parent, and not they damn friend. We could be friends and joke around and shit, but when it's time for authority, I'm your motherfucking parent at the end of the day. It ain't no question behind that. So I think that's what a lot of parents nowadays get lost is that they too much of friends with their kids and things like that. You want your child, like, especially for me, I know I got younger kids, and especially for my daughter, I want her to be able to come to me and ask me anything about dealing with a male, and my boys to come ask me things if they dealing with something in life and all that. But it's still got to be some structure there that they know, oh, this is my parent first. They gonna give me the right answer, might not the answer I want to hear, but it's gonna be the answer I need to hear. And sometimes parents give them the answer they want to hear and not telling them what they need to hear and shit like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, just make sure it's a thin line between that and everything. They could be your friend, but when it's time to be a parent, be a parent.
Yeah, you
Right.
gotta be
And
a parent first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? The parent aspect, that's going, you know, you gotta lead with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But just like Karen touched on, if you make it so much of that, then your child will not feel comfortable coming to you and speaking to you. And I can speak from this from personal experience. Like my nephews, you know what I'm saying? The conversations that they have with me is conversations that they won't even have with their parents. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
For whatever reason, I don't, that's their business. But you know what I'm saying? If you leave the door closed off to where they may tell you something, hey dad, hey mom, I did X, Y, and Z, and you don't necessarily try to put yourself in their shoes, knowing damn well you probably did the same thing when you
Same
was their age.
shit,
You
right?
know what I'm saying? And you just try to go left on them, knowing that you did the same, made the same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna want to come to you no more. You feel
Yeah.
me? So you gotta be a parent first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? But love them up too as well, and let them know that hey, the door is always open. I'm not here to judge you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna let you know my failures. I'm gonna let you know my faults. Everything that I done did. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I done did and I learned to show you that you don't have to do those certain things. But I ain't gonna
Mhm.
judge you at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave
got
that door open for
Yeah.
communication.
Yeah.
Got you. Hell yeah. With VI said, see, I grew up with mines, but they know when to be a child. That's the balance of having them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. He did. He did. I ain't gonna lie. This little motherfucker, he a little motherfucker. He's walking around with a stroller and shit. Low ass nigga out there
Hell
pushing
yeah,
that damn
VI,
stroller.
right?
He was a little goddamn baby. But I ain't gonna lie. All his kids grew up to be good though. And,
Yeah.
I
VI
ain't gonna
kids,
front.
they
Yeah.
productive individuals,
Hell
man.
yeah. His kids grew up to be good and all that shit. And he had them when they was young. Let me see
Hmm.
what my boy Mel said. Children need guidance, support, and discipline. You won't be able to provide those things if you're too busy trying to be your kid's friend and get them to like you.
Yeah.
Agree.
Agree.
Agree. It ain't about, yeah, I agree with that 100%, but it's not necessarily about trying to get your kids to like you. It's respect at
Mm-hmm.
first. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost.
Yes, that's right.
But
Definitely.
do try to have a bond to where they feel like they can talk
Right.
to you, because if they don't, they're gonna do everything behind your back. Give me
Yeah.
some. Give
Like
me
Josh
some, bro.
and the
You don't
Oh
want
yeah,
none of
some of
that
that.
Diddy juice. You don't want
Hey
none
yo,
of
stop.
that, man.
Did he? He
he
ain't. I'm
over
sorry, he ain't dead, but he gone. He ain't got nothing to do with this. Woo-hoo. He ain't got nothing to do with that. Stop playing with me, man. Don't be doing that shit, man. He ain't got nothing to do with that one over there, baby. Nah, I'm sorry, Cameron. Go ahead, Cameron. What you were saying, Cameron? I'm sorry.
oh, I was saying, like Josh said about the bond. I said people confuse a bond with friendship. So a bond is good to have, more than a friendship. Cause a bond, you get the understanding, but with the friendship, it's like kids could kind of cross that or whatever and get too
Right.
comfortable.
Right.
Hmm.
Yes, definitely. Well, my boy Cheese said, I'll say strictly parents till a certain age. Now that I'm older, now I talk to my parents about politics, conspiracies, and a lot of other stuff, just like I do with my actual friends. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty
I
cool.
hear
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, I do the
I
same
hear
thing
that.
too.
I hear
Me,
that.
and my pops all the time. Like me, I go over there with my pops. I always put him on to some shit that he be like, damn, I didn't even know that was going. So I always got to keep pops and shit of them informed and all that. I
Thank you,
definitely do.
VR. Tell him
I'm
stop
on
drinking that Diddy
the same
juice,
way.
man. Fuck,
You
Nah,
know,
man.
man, I told y'all stop disrespecting me like that. Hold on, my boy.
Well, damn, if you gonna call it
I
like
just
that,
said,
keep it over there. Keep it over there. I
yo,
don't even want
yo,
nothing. You gonna call
I
it Diddy juice?
hold on.
I'm good on that.
Let's hold on. Let's reset the table, man. I
Oh
was
man.
fucking before Diddy started sponsoring it and all that, man. I was the only motherfucker in the hood drinking the Ciroc. I didn't
Yeah,
change like
right.
everybody
Yeah,
with the
right.
seasons. Everybody else got Don Julio this summer. Last summer, what it was some other shit. Every Casamigo last summer,
yeah.
summer before that, they was drinking
It's that
Hennessy.
Luda. It's that Luda right
And
now.
oh yeah, they got that cooking oil you on deck. That's some bullshit. That cooking oil was bullshit. But through all the seasons changing, your boy never changed. I just changed flavors, but I ain't never changed what I've been drinking. The same shit for over 10 years. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm.
That shit good. I ain't trying to hear none of that Diddy shit. Y'all better cut that bullshit out.
VR, tell him stop with that shit.
Yeah,
Take care of
I'm about to send that drink back to you, bro.
Hey, yo, don't do that shit. Don't do that, Jay. Don't do that, Jay. I welcome
Send
you on
that
the
drink.
platform, Jay. You a regular.
Nah,
Don't do
nigga,
me
they
like that.
said Diddy juice. They got me thinking.
Yo, Chris, you know what? When you come to Carolina, I'm taking you out to the gun range, man. That's it. That's all I'm
Oh,
taking you
let's
to the
go.
range.
Let's
I'm
go.
taking Jay.
Hey,
Y'all can come too. I'm taking y'all to the range, man. Y'all gotta
let's go.
outshoot me now. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Let's go. I got 8.
Oh, what Tasha said?
Oh,
Tasha
we
said,
on.
so as
Oh,
a
we on
parent,
right now.
your child
She
tell
said,
y'all
oh,
when they lose. As a parent,
so,
can your child tell y'all when they lost their virginity at 15 with no judgment? Man,
Nope.
that's even
I
a
don't,
conversation I'm ready to even have with a nigga. Man, it's about to go down.
You gonna have to
It's about to be a
Man,
gonna
problem.
take some serious self-control.
Yeah, it's gonna take some.
You gotta take
And it depends.
that's
If your son come to you, you're gonna be
hold on,
like,
hold
yeah,
exactly.
on,
my nigga.
hold on, hold
Exactly.
Yeah,
on. Let's
but it's gonna
reset it.
be a
Hold on.
double
Let's
Mom,
standard
reset it.
if
that's
your
gonna be a
daughter come to
conversation for
you.
mama.
Hold on. Let's reset it. Fellas, don't be a double standard. Don't be like that because we was out here humping on things at 15 years old too.
Yep.
But
So,
yeah, that
don't
wasn't
just be
my
a double
daughter.
standard.
That
That's
wasn't my
15.
daughter. That wasn't my daughter. That's up to her
Yeah.
daddy to have that
You
type
weren't
of
you weren't you
type
weren't you
shit. That
weren't
wasn't
thinking
my
like that.
baby girl.
You weren't thinking
Shit.
like that when you was tossing them up. You weren't thinking
That's
like
what
this
I'm
somebody
saying.
daughter.
That's what I'm
No.
saying right now.
It's
So
gonna be a
that's what
double
I'm
standard with
saying.
that one.
That shit,
That is
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
gonna
there.
be a
I was
double
fine.
standard, nigga.
That's
It's
That's
gonna
my
be
in the
there.
daughter,
range.
nigga.
This little motherfucker. Nah, fuck that. Yo, come here. I'm gonna kill his ass today. Just leave him
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
alone.
You
Exactly.
ain't ready to have
Exactly.
that conversation with your mother. Don't have that
Exactly.
conversation with me. My
Yeah.
boys all day, you come holler at me. But
That
you have that
that's what I
Yeah,
conversation.
don't that's what I don't want to know. I don't want to
Yeah.
know that
I
one.
feel you.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah,
know
I feel
that. You can have
I,
that with your
hey,
mother all day.
yeah, yeah.
you.
I'm fine with moms keeping that from me. I'm fine with
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. I don't never want to hear
I'm
that.
fine with
I
that
don't
one.
know. I don't never want to hear that
Yo,
one.
Yeah.
Karen, you
this,
see how these dudes are. You see them, right, Karen? They double standard
yeah,
asses on that situation. Go
this
ahead.
kind of,
Let me hear the lady speak on it.
I was about to say it's kind of explicit, but I mean, soon as my daughter get her cycle, I'm talking about sex and everything to her to put on game because I don't want no being no grandma at no early age. We gonna get pregnant and
See,
everything.
but
We
that
talk about
conversation come easy for a mother and a daughter. A father,
Yeah, that's
like if
us.
I gotta, that can't come easy for me. I'm told her, no. Go talk to your mother about that shit because I'm about to go grab the motherfucking fifth and I'm gonna find him. Ain't nobody
Where
yeah,
that
tossing my
nigga at?
daughter.
Where that
Where
nigga
he
at?
at? I ain't even trying to
Right.
hear that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
busting him
yeah.
in
But
his
you talk
head.
but look, you talking about the double standard, but let your boy come tell you, hey pops, I got knocked one off and she fine. You gonna give him that. You
You
gonna
gonna
give
give
him
him
You
a
a
gonna give
pound?
pound.
him that?
give 'em
You
That's
That
what
gonna
I'm
give him a
saying.
pound. Yeah.
You can't be
you
doing
might
that.
take him.
That's not
You
right.
might
You
take him
can't
to go
do
buy
that.
some new J's or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
a
Y'all
man.
about to
Take
go
him
out to eat.
I
some
don't know.
Let me
unworldly
go get
shit.
you
That
real.
ain't
Now that you in the girls,
Yeah.
let me get you real fresh now. Start getting
Yeah,
you in the
you about to
hey,
cologne
get
and
you
Karen.
about
shit
to
like
get
that.
you gonna get a nigga his first
I
drink.
don't have no
Hmm.
Oh,
kids,
because I
so I
got one
gotta agree with you on
girl.
that. If I had a daughter, I'd be on their side too. But I'm with Karen on this one. No double standard, fellas.
Yeah.
Hold on, what he
Sorry.
said? My son and daughter told me they got older. They respect discipline. I gave them terms to be great adults.
Gave them the
Yeah, of
turn
course.
to
Yeah,
trade.
that's what you
Yeah.
had to. You had to do that. That's definitely VI. Definitely 100%, my boy.
Okay, not sex. What about smoking weed? Oh, smoking weed, a easy conversation.
Oh,
Oh,
Shit.
smoking weed is easy. We ain't worrying about that.
Easy.
Yeah, we ain't
Yeah.
worrying about that shit. You smoking some weed, just smoke that shit inside the house,
Inside
like
the
just
house,
like
yeah.
my man
no, no,
smoke.
no,
And be careful
Don't
who you
be in the
smoking
hallways
around.
and shit. Yeah,
I'm
and
not.
yeah,
Well,
don't
Karen
play.
got a different
No,
opinion on that one. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, Cameron.
I think it's the age that makes a difference. So, what age are they smoking?
If they like
I
16,
started.
juniors in high school, juniors in, like about a junior in high school, they start to explore different things at that age.
Yeah, no, because at the end of the
She
At
day,
said she ain't
15,
want to do
Tasha
that.
said.
At 15. Oh, that's a sophomore. That's a sophomore time.
that's
Like,
and like it's the age, like, cause now this generation, it seems like they're younger, starting to get a hold to it. Like they could go to the smoke shops and all that, like get people to get them vapes and all this other kind of stuff. So it's kind of hard, and I mean the consequences with it. I mean, weed is not legal, so I mean,
oh, you got another one?
huh?
Hold on. I think Jay got a switch. There you go. He switched. All right, you good. Go ahead, Cameron. I'm sorry.
No, I said not really legal, but I mean, everybody smoke, but to talk about it or know that your child is smoking under the age of I say 16, it's a hard conversation to have because I mean they're not laced up on how to check your weed or how to what I'm saying, like what to smoke, who to smoke with, and all this other kind of stuff. I don't think that they're mature enough to understand, okay, you know, spray yourself, be conscious on when you smoking, all this other kind of stuff. And that's gonna fall back on the parent because the parent gonna end up catching a case or anything if they ever get in any situations. They can't handle themselves with smoking weed, or maybe they get found smoking with their friends or something like that, and you know what I'm saying, get caught up on some stuff. Like we gotta run to their rescue at those ages. So I don't think that they're mature enough to do that. So that conversation with me is not even a thing because I'm gonna be against it all day. I'm gonna tell you don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? 14,
Okay.
13, 15,
Yeah,
16.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But if they 18, 17, whatever, I mean, they reaching adulthood, whatever. Of course, like you said, if they're
Mhm.
gonna experience it or whatever the case may be, then they can make their own decisions. But as far as me being responsible as your parent and knowing that you're smoking and stuff and it's falling, no, you're not gonna smoke on in my watch. So
Got you. All right. Yeah,
oh,
Tasha
yep.
said she agreed with Karen. She agreed with that. And she said she's not okay with it either. And she agreed with you, Karen. My boy
Okay.
Cheese bugging though. Cheese said he started smoking weed at 11. Yo,
Nigga,
that
I
nigga
think we
Cheese.
started. I started smoking probably
So
like at 11 or
yeah, I didn't
12.
finish.
I ain't gonna even lie. Nigga,
Let
I
me
probably
finish,
started
y'all.
I ain't
smoking
gonna lie.
around the age.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what.
Sorry.
Let
Go
me
ahead,
finish.
Karen.
So that's why I feel strongly about that because I mean I didn't smoke before, but stuff out like, but I don't smoke every day. But everybody in my family smoke, and my mama like used to smoke since she was like 14. You know what I'm saying? But back then you could tell your kids, you know what I'm saying, like smoke in the house, do this, do this, do that. Nowadays, this generation, these kids, they too free and loose about stuff. They won't be all online smoking. They won't stunt. They want to be
Oh,
cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it hard in whatever. But yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, like yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. I don't agree with that either. If you got your kid out there, he's saying he's smoking. Listen, you shouldn't be trying to smoke no weed at 14, 15, especially nowadays. Like you said, these kids out here crushing up
They got
pills, putting shit in, they
now
doing fentanyl, they doing everything else. So yeah, don't you know what I mean? Don't let your kids be out here just smoking. Like, listen, tell them the dangers behind that shit too, because it ain't just like back in the days when we got together with our buddies and we was smoking weed and shit. Today they got all this crazy shit that these motherfuckers mixing with weed. They out here doing pills and
and
everything,
then
so they gotta be careful
back
with
then
that
y'all
shit.
smoking, y'all parents probably ain't found out till y'all was older or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, my mom
Y'all
knew when I was
Listen here,
smoking.
I don't
nowadays,
lie.
My mom knew when
When
I was smoking. She just
when I
let me
used to
smoke in
smoke,
the crib.
we used to go around the corner in the park. We used to smoke our weird shit. Then we'll have peppermints, we'll have fucking
yeah,
deodorant rubbing on us,
The
all that shit.
Visine, the Visine,
Yeah,
you
the
know.
vaccine and the shit. And then I ain't gonna front, but we all still young. We all standing there looking stupid and shit. It's always
yeah,
got to be an uncle or older cousin to come blow it up. Like, y'all
You
know
know,
yeah.
about
Bushwick
time.
Park, man.
That's
That
something,
nigga
man.
Hood, you know who got a lot of niggas smoking? That nigga Hood got a lot of niggas smoking too, man. That nigga Hood
And yo,
introduced
and I ain't
everybody
even
to
gonna
their
front, but
first blunt. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hood
and with Hood,
introduced
you
everybody
know
to
why?
their first
Ass
blunt.
was around the corner with us because when Hood was younger, Grandpa wasn't playing with Hood when he was younger though.
Mm-hmm.
Hood ass was at school. He went to the after school with us and shit, played ball. Grandpa was like, nah, you ain't hanging out with those little knuckleheads and shit. Grandpa wasn't, he was one of the old military men. He wasn't
Yeah,
playing that shit.
yeah, he wasn't playing
What?
that shit.
That's why they gotta have parents like us so they won't go out there and just smoke with anybody.
Yeah,
Yes,
fat.
B.I. right. That's 100%. These kids
These
don't
kids.
value privacy. They might have a case. Yeah. Oh, that's what
Yeah.
Cameron was just explaining on. Hell yeah. Like they want to go on Instagram and Facebook Live and they want to show they in their cribs. Like,
Yeah.
yo, listen, don't do that shit. You're gonna have the feds and shit come kicking your in your mom's door and take her ass to jail and you're gonna be lost in the system
Mhm,
somewhere.
mhm.
You can't be
Or be
putting
at
everything
school
on.
running loud,
They crash
or
dummy. They
be
crash dummy.
Yeah.
They
running
lost
like
on
a
trying to
pound
be cool.
in their class and shit. Nah.
Yeah, that shit is not cool at
Crazy.
all, man. That shit ain't cool. Like y'all some low youngest, man. Take time to grow, man. Don't try to grow. I'm telling you, because once you get old, well, once you get older, time is gonna move on your ass. So take this time to be young and have fun. Because I used to
Nah, it's not
always want to say, man,
expensive no more.
getting up early, but I was saying like when I was tired of getting up early to go to school. You know what I'm tired of now? I'm tired of getting up early to go to fucking work every day. I wish I could go to school and
Oh
be
yeah.
back in my mama house and shit. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
even gonna
You
lie.
are
I,
you already know why time keeps flying because it's always the first and
Mm-hmm.
bills is always due.
Yeah.
yes,
Fact.
That's
all
why
the time.
time flies.
Every time you that's why we gotta change this shit. We gonna change that shit. We ain't gonna worry about the first. We gonna change the game. We gonna have fun and we gonna live this motherfucking good life. We ain't gonna have to worry about stressing and getting up every goddamn morning.
Already.
Amen.
Let me see. Anybody in the audience got out there? All right, nothing for me. See, hey, we said ACS gonna be knocking at your door. Hell yeah, that's what we said.
Hell yeah.
ACS,
Man.
everybody, whatever they call it, and there, they got child protective
CPS.
service,
Yeah,
Yeah.
goddamn thing. Yeah.
CPS.
Oh, Lord. And the schools
And
be
so,
ready to call them. They hear you smelling like a pound. Anything in class.
Nah, man, that shit is not expensive. They selling $5 grams, Tasha. That shit ain't expensive no more.
Oh, they gonna find a
no, no,
way.
no, 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 no. That's where your ass at, Chris. They ain't doing that shit everywhere, nigga.
They selling
Look,
Yeah,
$5
$5
grams.
listen, you buy a $5 gram in North Carolina, them niggas sold you
That's some
that shit out they
straight.
backyard. Pick that shit up out the
That's some
Nah,
backyard.
straight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
go
some
to the
straight grass
dispensary,
in a
nigga. They
bag.
got some gas. They got like gumbo and shit like that for $5 a gram. Man. Go get
nah,
some ruts.
we don't got that shit.
$5
We don't got none of that down
from the
here.
dispensary. You know?
Niggas still sneaking down here in North Carolina. No,
Yeah,
no. All right,
They
before
done
y'all
messed up the game for real.
yeah. They fucked up the game. You know the dispensaries everywhere in Houston, nigga. They selling
They messed it
gas.
up.
$5 a gram. Go get a whole 7 for $25.
fuck
Ooh,
that. I still street.
I hopped out at the perfect time.
Listen, Jay. I fuck with the street niggas still because listen, man, I ain't got it all right now. The street nigga gonna let me come through and get something from the nigga until I
on
get
the
it
on
all.
the on the on the on the
Hey,
plug, you know they
it
gonna.
sound like you need to move. It sound like you need to move. $5 a gram. Hey, you need to come to Houston then.
Yeah,
Hey, I don't know nothing about it.
I
I
ain't
don't know
paying no
nothing about it,
$4 a
but
gram.
damn.
Oh no, I
five
don't pay
dollars a
that shit. No
gram, man. I'm
$4 a gram.
telling you,
That's
man.
your boy in
Hey,
Houston.
I don't trust it either. I don't trust it either. That
You go
sounds too
to
good
the
to be true. But hey,
dispensary, man. Go to the dispensary,
They
any
just that's on
dispensary.
I
Reggie. That
told
ain't no
I told y'all niggas, if you get $5 worth of gram down here, Jay, that shit is out the nigga backyard. Don't buy that
Nah,
shit.
in
We don't got
Houston, you
none of
getting
that.
some gas. You getting some straight gas. They got sevens for
Y'all
35, nigga.
y'all niggas lucky.
That's a me. Hmm?
hey, we is right on the border of Mexico, so
Yeah, nigga, they got seven,
Down
man. I'm
to the
telling you,
poor.
7 for 25, 7 for
Down
30, and they
fuck
giving you
out of
some
here.
za. You getting some za.
$7 a pool. Seven
B.I. said
50.
7 for 50 in
What?
New York. That's pretty good.
that's
Yeah,
yeah, that
Like
sounds
Mel
more
said,
like it.
I'll do it work and vice versa. Mom
I'll
Dukes
do it.
had me going to the weed spot at 11 Copper. But that's what I'm saying. That I keep going back to that. I
Yo,
used to
and I ain't
get
gonna
stuff
front.
from
That's
my
true. That
mama
niggas
that
on the
let me
block. You see
go to
the block.
let me
mm-hmm.
back then. I'm not even gonna lie. The corner store people like we used to get stuff on credit or the books and everything in New Orleans. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
They'll put my mama pint of gin in the brown paper bag and send me back with it to give it to her. We could do that. We
I
was
was just
mature enough to do it and not open the bag and know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? These kids
You
are
know what
Yo,
I'm
I was
saying? I'm
just
about
about
to
to
move to
yo,
Houston once I get my
we used to
HVAC.
we
we
used to
do
we
that
used to fucking
great. These kids,
we used to go run numbers for our grandparents. They used to let us
yeah,
play numbers, buy
Uh,
cigarettes, buy beer,
yeah.
yeah,
all that. Just like you said, all in the brown bag. Yo, take this across the street,
yeah,
Poppy, to your family. And
yes.
that's it, real quick. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. I was like 6, 7 years old.
Me
Motherfuckers
too.
selling me
Get on my
cigarettes
bike
and shit.
stuff. Like, what the
that
hell?
Nigga said I'm about to
shit
move
is
to
crazy.
Houston. I'm dead ass.
I
Man.
get my HVAC. It's
Hell
hot as
yeah.
a motherfucker in Houston. I like the weather in Houston though. I ain't gonna front on that shit. I like that.
We got 80 for the rest of the week.
80 for the rest of the week. That's good. We in the 60s. That's pretty good. I think so I was getting 9. I was getting cigarettes at 9. Yeah, that
Uh-uh.
shit true.
I
We
never
know
did.
it. Listen, from Bushwick. I
Yeah,
believe
definitely.
that's y'all snitching. Tasha said y'all snitching. Hey yo, shut up. We ain't snitching. We just
Nah, we
telling the truth.
comparing. We comparing. It's already done. The damage done. We did that
It's
way
done
years
already.
ago.
Yeah, we did
Hell,
that
like,
shit.
what
That shit was 30 years ago.
they gonna
Mm,
Shit,
do?
the same funny to say that was 30 years ago. That shit was
yeah, bro, that's
1995 out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I got one more before y'all get into the other joint. All right, this is the last one right here before y'all get into the other. Are we becoming too sensitive or were we not sensitive enough before? And is cancel culture real accountability or just public bullying?
Sensitive about what? What you talking about?
is we desensitized? Is we
Like,
are we
yeah,
too
is we like have we
desensitized?
just been sensitive like since we, since this new age shit have came up, since all the cancel culture, the Me Too movement, you can't say certain things no more. Too many, like if you say a certain joke, it's out of hand now. They coming down on comedians, they coming down on everybody. So as a country, as a people, did our country become too sensitive, or
That's
is they just trying
that's a
to cancel?
that's a
Bad, Jay.
that's a straight contradiction to the Constitution, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a straight contradiction to the Constitution. If we supposed to have free speech,
Yeah.
Of
why is
course.
this even a thing? You know what I'm saying? And
But
it's a and I seen a lot of this. I mean, I don't really be on social media too much. So I don't really know too much of what be going on. But I bring up when the whole C-19 stuff happened, when you had a lot of people that was coming up with their own perspective of what was going on. Man, they deleting their channels, they taking doctors' medical license and all this other type stuff just because they go against the popular narrative. You know what I'm saying? When that shouldn't even
mhm,
necessarily be the case. Can't I put, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be, I thought I had the freedom to be a free thinker, but then when
mhm.
you put your free thoughts out there, they cancel you for it. And I understand certain things are
Mm-hmm.
gonna rub people the wrong way, but yeah, a lot of people are just sensitive as hell, whenever you go against what their belief system is.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah.
I think it's a mixture of I think certain things we too sensitive on and certain things we too desensitized on as a culture, like with you could go to school shootings, people get political killings and things like, or just having somebody get killed, like we too desensitized on things like that, the violence, but we get sensitive when a comedian make a joke about a certain group of people, or you say a word about a certain group of people, now
Oh, don't
deem
wait for
anti-Semitic
my
or something
first.
like that, and then so I think it's just a mixture of balance and things with like that. We desensitize on certain things, and then we too sensitive when it comes to things. And as far as cancel culture, that's just some bullshit. I don't even understand it when they be saying people is canceled and they come back because Kanye was canceled 100 times and he still keep popping up. So I don't understand cancel culture. Like you said, it's a bullying tactic to get people away from speaking what they really want to speak or saying what they want to say. So it's a mixture. We sensitive on certain things, and then we too desensitized on the real problems that matter and shit like that.
I agree.
You know?
You got anything, Cameron?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
agree with Chris. I agree with both of y'all.
Yeah, but just like you were saying, Chris, I think it's all a bullying tactic because in the same thing Jay was saying, like you can't cancel people because people have other thoughts from you. I'm not saying that every time somebody have a different thought and what they saying is gonna be a fact, but you have to listen to all points of view. you can't cancel you can't cancel somebody because they think different from you. And this is what's happening a lot today in America today. Like we have to stop getting all outraged that people having different thoughts from us and things like that. So with these bullying tactics online, people calling people jaws because they don't think the same way you is, and you getting people fired from their work and all this shit. Like all that shit must stop though. Like if you don't like what the person's saying, just cancel him in your personal life. You can't go out there and fuck up his life because you don't agree with what the person is saying to you. I think that shit is total bullshit. He said video games, shows, realistic world events, and see on the internet. The internet mainly
I was gonna bring that up.
see certain violence that they won't see normally. Yes,
Yeah, that's why they desensitized to it because you see
I
the
was gonna
shit all
bring
the
that up.
time on your feed. Every day I get on Instagram, the first thing is leaky gore on my feed. I don't know why. I gotta fix
It's,
my algorithm. We see
it's,
some crazy shit going on
that's what
when
I told
I
you.
it's,
I
see
in,
X that shit out. I X that shit
it's
right out because I can't take that shit. Every time you jump online, you just see a bunch of violence. And you like, yo, man, it's got to be some good shit going on in the world.
Mhm.
So I try to X
it's
all that violent shit out, man, so I can stop seeing that joint.
it's in the games, it's in the music. You know what I'm saying? It's on the news. And that's one of the reasons why me personally, unless it's some type of big event going on, I don't watch the news, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really don't because it's just a propaganda machine. You know what I'm saying? They gonna only highlight the bad stuff, but just like I always say, like they say we 8 billion people on the planet, right? Let's say you got 1 million people on the planet that's bad. That's less than 1% of the people that's bad,
Hmm.
right? So you living in a planet with 99% people that's good, but you think that you still live in a bad world. No, nigga, how good do you expect it to be?
Right?
I don't understand.
If 10 million, if 100 million people on this planet is bad, you still live in a good planet because that's still 99% of good people.
Hmm.
But they not gonna show that type of stuff, bro, because they want you enraged. They want you in your emotions, and that's a
Yes, all
game. The
yes.
news, the north, east, west, and the south. You already know what it is. The north, east, west, and south. That's what the news is.
Got you. You
You know what
already
I'm saying?
Everything.
know.
And then you know, and let me tell you how you know it ain't a lot of bad stuff going on. Every time somebody get pulled over, how many cops show up? Like 4, 5 cops show up
Mhm.
when something happened. Them niggas wasn't even busy. They
Oh
wasn't
my.
busy.
Yo, I ain't even gonna front.
You know what I'm
You just
saying?
made me think about that shit. You just made me really think deep about that shit. You 100% right. Like, how the fuck is it five of y'all showing up to a traffic stop? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, you really made me think about that shit. You right.
Because
It's
they
not.
ain't
It
Yeah.
had
can't be
nothing
that.
going on. Because it
They
wasn't
don't
no
got nothing
crime.
else to
Commit
do, man.
violence or
It
something, they
wasn't
take
no crime.
waiting somebody have dead, then you won't come.
Do you think it's okay for comedians to joke about disabled people? Yes,
Man, they
I
used
think
to
it's
always do it. Like some of them got
good all the
famous
time.
off the toot toot joke, the toot toot with the can joke, man. Them
Yeah, like
comedian got
comedians,
famous off.
you can't do that. Like you can't take away from them. Like you can't. Like if you take away from that, then we wouldn't have Richard Pryor. We wouldn't have
I'm
Red
gonna have
Fox.
Eddie
We wouldn't
Murphy.
have Dave
Mm.
Chappelle, Eddie Murphy. We wouldn't have some of the great comedians that we all sit back and everybody enjoy they Netflix specials or they HBO specials. So no, like comedians is off limit. Like they make me laugh. If you could joke about whatever you want. Only thing you shouldn't joke well, you should joke about every goddamn thing. But them other
Yeah.
people, you gotta be careful joking about them
Mhm.
because they get too sensitive. And they got
Jokes
a
are true
strong fucking
facts.
army.
Jokes are true facts.
That's you gotta. That's why I love Dave Chappelle because a lot of topics you gotta say it in a joking manner in order for it
Mhm.
to get out there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say it to
Yes.
where
Yeah,
it's
we
not
all
That's
just
why I
like
love
so
Chappelle.
straightforward.
Mhm.
And it may not even hit them right there. It may hit them later on. You know what I'm saying? But he
Yeah.
put it out there, and you hear the crowd laughing. But it'd be like, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So I salute the comedians that's really putting forth information like they should. In my opinion, he the goat to me.
Yeah.
He
So
the
Dave
goat.
Chappelle.
Yes, I
You know
love
what I'm
David Chappelle with
saying?
David Chappelle. That's my
Yeah,
boy. I fuck with David
yeah,
Chappelle.
yeah. He put out a
My
lot of
mama, nigga,
information.
I fuck a comedian up.
Nigga, your mom ain't off limits either, nigga. We got the
Nigga,
nigga.
the
We got the
mama
same
jokes,
mama.
they gonna go. They
Nigga, they
going
say
in on the
I'm getting
mama
on that
jokes.
nigga. Fuck that, nigga.
Hey,
And my
sit on the front
gonna
row.
say,
I'm about to
Sit
say,
on the
sit
front
down.
row. Mama getting roasted.
Mhm.
Mama getting it too, nigga. Fuck that. Everybody
Yeah,
getting it. Don't
sit
just
on the front
mama.
row. Everybody getting to work.
Yeah, but that's what people got to stop being so sensitive out there, man. You can't be trying to target people because you don't agree with other people's opinion and shit. Like we lost that shit. And like my boy Hova said in the beginning, that's part of the Constitution, nigga. That's the First Amendment, motherfucker. Freedom of speech.
Bitch,
So if
yeah.
we don't got freedom of speech, then we don't have shit at all.
Mm-hmm.
what's on?
Peace.
Mm-hmm.
Show up. I'm fucking to show up. We in the front. That nigga stupid. He gonna try it too. That's my big brother. That nigga he gonna try it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should be the wrong to talk about that shit when your ass do is crack jokes on people. Thank you, Vi. That nigga is the number one motherfucker who love to crack jokes and do wild shit. I can't understand that shit. How that nigga be trying to be all sensitive and shit. That nigga know he be cracking them jokes and shit. Body with that bullshit, Ron. But hell yeah though. But yeah, that's pretty cool though, man. Yeah, that was a cool. But that was the three I had. That was the three topics and shit I had right there. Selfishness, too sensitive, and the parents. Should the parents be they should parents be friends with their kids or strictly parents? So we ran through them three topics right there. Anybody else out in the crowd got anything to input on us before we move on? Let's see what Tasha said. Aaron the plumber did not deserve to get fired for dissing them girls on Pop the Balloon.
Oh
Yeah,
man. Mhm.
she loved
Oh
watching
no.
that shit. Oh,
I don't
but
know.
That
he
nigga a
shouldn't have got
character,
fired.
bro.
He shouldn't have got fired. But that nigga, but listen, he doing better than he was on that fucking Aaron the plumber job. That nigga doing better now. So him getting fired
Yeah.
was much better for his ass then.
This
In
That
my
nigga a
best.
character, bro. Hey, I sure wish him and 4 Extra would have. I sure wish 4 Extra wouldn't have blew his goddamn hand off, so they could have caught a fade. Cause they were about to
yo,
fight.
not about he fucked his hand up. Didn't he do that shit on the 4th of July, right?
Yeah, bro, that nigga tripped out.
Fucked his
Always
hand
Yeah.
trying to fight a nigga. Always trying to catch a fade and blew his
Yeah.
goddamn hand off. Tripping.
Catch a
doing
fade.
some
Yeah.
wild shit.
Man,
Yo, Nelly, with this rep,
that
Jack.
nigga.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay. Finish your point. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
nah. I was just talking about that nigga. 4 Extra. He said he want a fade for Christmas. He want a squabble.
Like,
That nigga had
why
Santa
would you
Claus
do
for a
that
fade, bro.
with a motherfucking hand and a nub, nigga? You bugging, boy. This nigga wilding out. My son got a nub in the hand. He wilding.
Damn.
But hold on, Vi. That nigga said Vi. You said, yo, what up with this rep, Jack? Yo, Vi, let me tell you one thing. Whenever you type that name in my comments, make sure you capitalize that shit. Because that's the best representative in motherfucking Congress today. Y'all gotta look her up, man. Yo, she down there with y'all, man. I ain't gonna front. I don't really like the government and shit too much, but I fuck with Jasmine Crockett though. I don't really fuck with too much of the government thing. Like I fuck with people who really care about people. Well, they perception look like they care about the people. So long as they keep showing that perception, I can't do nothing else but to follow that.
Man,
I
man,
don't know.
Jasmine Crockett need to go sit her ass down. Them young boys is killing each other a mile a minute in her district. That's what you want to talk
Yo,
about, Jasmine Crockett?
Oh my god.
You
bullshit
want to
ass
talk about Dallas? You want to talk about Fort Worth? Them niggas is killing each other a mile a minute out there. She getting on Trump ass. Go tell them young boys to sit
Chris,
down.
don't do that, man.
Yeah, we got to
Nigga,
do it.
Chris.
Do it.
Y'all always they bigging up Jasmine Crockett, but her
Let's
her
do it.
district is going
Sad, bro.
her district is going
Sad, bro.
crazy right now. Dallas Fort Worth is
All right.
going crazy right now, man.
I tried to show
Uh,
some love to the black woman, man. He made me sad, man. That's fucked up, Chris, man. God
Let me.
damn, nigga.
I be
See how
trying to I be
Jasmine
trying
up
to
in here
spare
pushing
y'all on
against
Jasmine
people.
Crockett. I've been trying to spare y'all asses the last few days on Jasmine Crockett, but y'all keep mentioning his name, and I just got to keep it real.
He
Till
said
she get them,
he
till
was
she get them young boys to stop shooting each other with military weapons out there in Dallas Fort Worth, we can have a conversation other than what she talking about, because that's what they always want to distract us from the real problems. You beefing with Trump? Trump ain't beefing with you about them kids killing each other. Yeah, let's get real.
Hold
She
on,
got some.
hold on. Like you said, tell me what district is doing good down there, then, motherfucker. Is Wesley Hunt? Wesley Hunt district only doing good because he represent an all-white district. So that's what we doing now. We going so we fuck Wesley Hunt. Fuck that motherfucker too. If we
come
gonna
on.
put it like that in those words, because his punk ass is representing about 50,000 little punk ass white people in his district, and
Yeah,
he getting bopped.
go ahead on Wesley Hunt. I don't care. I don't care.
But it's one thing about Wesley, they just shut him down. He trying to run for Ted Cruz on one of their seats, and with the
And they
Republican
shut his
Party
ass
told him,
down.
"Your dumb ass out of here and sit over there in the corner, nigga.
Yeah.
Sit
You
your nigga
dummy.
ass down.
You,
You ain't
you
never
thought
seen
you
one of
got too much power. You thought you really was somebody. Get your stupid ass.
them.
Go sit down and read a book in the corner, man. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. On the topic of like political stuff and voting and stuff, I would just encourage people. I don't really care too much about the presidency and all that other type stuff, but vote for your local government. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
The thing that you
yes.
can feel
Yeah.
intimately. Vote for that type of stuff. Your mayors, you know what I'm saying? Your local governors and all that other type of stuff. Vote for that stuff. Hey, but look, I just heard, like I said, I don't really be in the news and I kind of lost on the politics stuff. I'm gonna be honest. But we was talking about at work today. I guess they said something about Trump supposed to be approving some bill to it's like another stimulus or something like that. Like two
That's
thousand
not
dollars
true.
for
I
people or
don't
something.
know.
That's
I
not
I
true.
don't know if that's real. I
That
think
was
that's
going
AI.
viral, but
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
true.
We could clear it up. It is something that they was talking about, and they said they trying to do a stimulus for people who make under $100,000 who's eligible for it. So it's not a stimulus just to give out to everybody how they did during COVID and shit. So if they are
Right.
gonna do it, it's for like working people and shit. Supposed to be for working people who make under $100,000. Scott Besson and them had a little press conference about that today. I caught the end of it when I had got in from work and shit. So it is a little
Right.
truth to it, but I don't know if they ever gonna give a motherfucking $2,000. I don't think they gonna do it though. I don't think that's
Yeah,
gonna come up.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
That's
from
what
what I
saying. I
heard,
gotta do some more research on it because I heard it was AI a few times and shit like
Yeah,
Nah,
that.
nah,
I
nah.
just
That was
heard
for
about it
today.
today.
for
That's
your social and
Yeah, it was today. That's what I'm telling
and
Ho. And Chris,
update
that's what
your
I'm telling you. That shit was today. It happened on the news like around 5 something today. With Scott Besson was on
Okay.
TV talking about Treasury Secretary.
Okay.
Don't want to pay.
Okay. We'll see. Hey, that'll be right in time for Christmas. Hey, that'll be right on time.
what you say he
It
don't fuck
already.
with.
I hope. Listen, I hope they would do some shit like that, nigga. We working. Give me that shit. I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. I'll
Hmm.
take the
But the
2 G's
thing
from them.
is,
Got it already.
but the thing is like they taking from one pocket and putting into another because you already know we gonna pay for it.
You don't pay for
They
it. At
pull a
the end of
step.
the day.
During
We gonna
COVID.
pay for it at the end of the day.
Wait,
You
they
know
Same.
they
Yep.
pull.
got the money?
They put hell no,
Listen.
they ain't got the money. They do got the money, but they just
No,
they got the money, but they
I,
just they mismanage their resources. You know what I'm saying? Like they may pull out these $1 trillion packages, but then they just raise the taxes on everybody, so they recoup it. Raise the gas and everything, so they just recoup it.
And all that shit trickles down to people like us who get up every day and bust our
Yeah,
ass to the working class people. We the ones who got to pay the high taxes and everything. So that's why I
right.
tell people, it's like you said, watch out for when they're giving out these stimulus and all that, because even with Trump with his big beautiful bill, what he did in that, he made sure he lowered taxes on corporations and everything for a lifetime. Everybody else who working, your taxes is lower now, but that shit gonna expire in another 10 years. So in 10
Mhm.
years, that shit
Mhm.
expire. They gotta come back again and redo the tax code for working people again. If not, it's gonna shoot up again while the corporations is still down at 15% for life. And they making billions of dollars off the backs of people like us and our wages is gonna stay here and never rise here. So that's the biggest thing with the fucking tax bill. And I tell them that shit is it's a bogus lie. Is because y'all lower taxes on corporation, but the money never trickles down to the working class people.
Hey, what? This just crossed my mind. This just kind of random. What y'all think about crypto?
I don't know too much about it.
I
I
don't
hear
know
it's
too
a,
much on
I
it.
hear it's very, I hear it's like another way of getting money and shit. But I'm not too good at that right
Yeah,
now.
I'm
Like
not
I don't
too.
know
I
too
don't know too much about it and everything. Yeah.
know about that, Jay.
Well,
His phone froze.
the digital currency,
Oh
right?
shit, there you go.
It's and can you hear me? Okay, yeah. It's a digital currency, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from my perspective, we done already seen the transition of just being in America from going from the farming age to the industrial age to the internet age, and now we going into this digital age, right? I don't know if y'all been to gas stations before and seen these Bitcoin ATMs,
Mm-hmm.
but
I see.
they pop they popping up. You know what I'm saying? From my perspective, it's not if, it's when this whole digital age is gonna come because we see AI taking over and all of this other type stuff. And what really got me, I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers maybe like a couple months ago, and we was talking about goddamn Pokemon. Man, those Pokemon that I used to collect when I was a child, man, if I would have kept those joints, I would have been a millionaire right now. Right.
That.
So
All of us.
yeah, yeah,
Word.
yeah, yeah, we would have been millionaires right now. So for me, from my perspective, I look at it like this. It's a digital currency and it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time when it does happen. I would advise
But it
anybody.
don't work like that because Bitcoin is not enough in circulation to go around.
Bitcoin is
They
not the one. Bitcoin was just a forerunner. Bitcoin was the first Macintosh computer.
but is the banks going to
You know what
back
I'm saying?
it? That's the thing. Because that's what they're
Right.
talking about right now in Congress and all that. That's
Let,
why.
let,
So if the
let
banks
me
don't
tell you.
back it, it won't become. You know.
Correct. That's why you got to go with the banking coins. XRP, banking coin. XLM, banking coin. Quant is a banking coin. E- Uh, uh, um, H bar is a banking coin. The thing about it is the reason why I say banking coins, and I'm glad you said banking coins. The banks got to back them. That's why I go with banking coins because we got a real world problem that we got right now, right? We already know that all of us deposit our money in the bank, but you can't go withdraw all that money. We all can't go withdraw that money at one time if we wanted to because that money ain't there. They loaning that money out and charging interest, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of these banks, they don't have the funds in order for you to deposit your money, right? So what they're gonna do with these banking coins, what they're gonna start doing is, let's say, Bitcoin only got like I think it's like 20 or 30 million in circulation, something like that.
Yeah,
Don't quote me.
it's not. Yeah, it's not that much in
Yeah,
circulation. I wish I would have
yeah.
kept my bitcoins when I was mining them, and they was a penny. I'd be a millionaire right now.
Oh, yeah, you sick. Yeah, you sick right now.
I'm sick.
But
Yeah, man.
yeah, but these banking coins, right? Like, so let's say you go to the bank and you trying to withdraw your money, they don't have the money, so they're gonna give you something of value, a stored value, which would be the digital currency, right? So they're gonna give you the equivalent to the dollar amount that you got. That way, if you're trying to withdraw your money and they don't have the actual cash, they can give you the digital asset, right? So that solves a real world problem. That's something that we can actually see and feel tangibly from something that we experience today. You know what I'm saying? So I just suggest whoever, whoever listening, y'all do some research because right now these joints is cheap,
Yeah.
you know. And I was talking to my sister about it. She was talking about getting to the stock market, and she talking about like these big corporations like Apple and Google. It's too late. It's too late for all of those. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't already reached their peak. You know what I'm saying? If you would have invested in Amazon years ago, okay, maybe you can be a millionaire, but that ship done sailed already. You feel me? I
Yeah,
look
that's
at
done.
it as I don't want to pass up on the opportunity that could potentially You know what I'm saying? Set up my generations. Now I don't invest like my life savings or nothing like that, but just a little bit here and there, it could potentially change your life. You know what I'm saying? But just look into it.
Mhm.
All right,
Not true.
bet.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Shit, Jay. Appreciate that knowledge on this motherfucker. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. If y'all stop turning into stupid ass drama on y'all pages and y'all come over here, y'all learn shit on here. We got niggas like this on, excuse me, we got brothers on here like that. We don't got niggas on here. We got brothers on here. This is what the fuck we do. Tune the fuck in over here on Black and Talkative. We teach motherfuckers over here. That's what I'm talking about, Jay.
Already.
Shout out to my definitely.
Yeah,
Already.
good shit.
Yeah,
Good
Cheese
shit.
said X is the big one right now. And I got to go
Transact.
look that. I'm about to write.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I'm about to put
Turn
it in my
X. Yep.
phone. Trees right now.
They on the
Transact.
crypto too. Yeah, but look into them bank coins, y'all. Look into the bank coins. Quant,
Definitely.
H
All right.
bar, XRP, XLM.
Let me see. Where's VI spent? Ever ignorant. Getting goals accomplished. You already know, my brother. You already. Oh, nigga. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Never ignorant. Getting goals accomplished. But I like the
Mm-hmm.
word brother better, though. I like to say my brother's better, man. I'm trying to stop saying that word.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like this one, man. I like this show. I like the input. Anybody else got anything for my boys? Move on. See if anybody else out there. I'm give them a little few seconds. Anybody else got a little bit of input?
We say my niggas. The Indians say my Niji. I wonder why. I ain't gonna get on that. I ain't gonna get on that.
You got time. You got time. You got time to break some shit down.
They say my Niji. I don't know why they say my Niji. And we say my nigga. And we say, oh, we got that good Indian here. No,
Oh shit! That nigga Jay about to start breaking it down on y'all. Y'all better open y'all ears up and listen closely, man. Chris, what's that?
I, I ain't gonna get on it today. We gonna be here till about midnight.
That could be the next topic.
Yeah, Chris, you got it, my boy.
Look, add it to the topic for Saturday.
I know
We
Yeah,
that's
got
for
right.
it. Yeah, we
sure.
can add that. We could definitely add that. We could start that off with the little first half an hour or
I know
something. I know it's gonna.
exactly. I know exactly what Jay talking about. But
Hmm.
See, y'all can start it next time.
Yeah,
Y'all,
Chris
Hmm.
and Jay, y'all kick that shit off. Y'all know y'all kick it off for the first couple. For the first half an hour, 40 minutes. Well, we
but
know
we
how.
was
We
So,
know
just
how.
we
We
just
know
was
how
getting back into
y'all
the expounding back onto the topic we was doing Saturday on the history of religion and just breaking down that part that Deuteronomy was telling Nelly like a lot of black men go to that book and we was trying to compare what we was gonna do tonight and we was gonna compare Egypt to America.
you
So
talking about
that's
Deuteronomy 28?
yeah, well yeah,
black man's favorite book.
yeah, the black
They
man's
always
favorite
run.
book.
They always run to that one.
Yeah.
Yes, Deuteronomy.
So well we was just we was just getting into like the history of religion and then getting back to comparing Egypt to America. So you could start off with your comments and then I'll go into mine and we go from there.
Um, like, what you mean exactly? Can you give me a little bit more?
So when they say it like so when they be saying Egypt is an evil place and Egypt did all this to the Hebrews and slaves and shit like that. And I'll be like, what about America? You know, so America not as just as bad as Egypt or worse and things like that. When they get into that book, they always bring that book up and things like that and shit like
Um,
that.
you talking about like the Hebrew Israelites specifically?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, for
Oh,
me,
y'all check.
from my perspective, like I looked into that doctrine um, of being a Hebrew Israelite, and like I said on the last show, it kind of gave me an identity trying to figure out, like where I was from as a black man. But a lot of that stuff is fallacy because did a lot of the research and started to figure out that, you know, my people ain't come from there. You know what I'm saying? Like we was never there. I don't have no historical um lineage in Africa. That's when I kind of threw it away, you know. But that scripture right there, Deuteronomy 28, when they say, I forgot it exactly how I go verbatim, but it said you gonna be taken in slave ships to a land that
Of
you never
milk and
knew.
honey. Mhm.
Yeah, and you will never. I forgot exactly what I said, what it said. But that's what get a lot of people holding on to that doctrine because they be like, "Oh, yep, there goes the slave trade." But when you really look at it, like that slave trade wouldn't have been possible at that time, at that particular time,
Uh-huh.
before the invention of like motorized boats. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? To be coming over here from Africa to the America in mass, that wouldn't have been possible.
That, that
You know,
logistically impossible.
just based upon the ocean gyre.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, before the invention of motors, you're only subject to travel based upon how the ocean moves. You feel me? So there's no way that you can go from West Africa to the Americas
Mhm.
in a straight line without a powerful ship with a motor,
Yeah.
right? Because they didn't start creating these boats with motors into the steamboats into the
Into the
1800s.
steam engines. I was about to say into the steam engines into the 1800s and things
Yeah,
like
to the
that.
1800s. But they telling you that you was coming over here 200 years plus prior. That just didn't happen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So
Hold
and
on. So
then
he said,
that's
hold on, y'all. He said, "What evil did the Egyptians do?"
They
We go to
tried
that
to
was
they like okay, what people don't realize is that when these colonizers start colonizing and doing what they do, whenever they're unfamiliar with certain stuff, they start to try to categorize it, right? So when we hear the term like witchcraft, right, or black magic, it's just saying that it's just they trying to denote things that they don't understand. When really in the beginning it was which craft do you do? You know what I'm
uh-huh.
saying? Are you a medicine? Do you heal people?
Yeah. Are you a
You know what I'm
healing
saying?
person? Are you, you know,
Yeah,
a shaman or
because
something like that, or things like that?
because what a lot of people don't realize is that just like we have like physical senses, we have spiritual senses as well, right? But we're just not in tune with our spiritual senses because we've been told that they're like demonic or evil or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
you know. But like telepathy, that's a thing. You feel me?
Mhm.
Telepathy is nothing more than reading energy, and we do it all the time. That's just how you can go in a room and people was arguing in a room. You don't know what was going in, but you went in and you knew that it was an argument going on. That's telepathy. That's a lower form of it,
Mhm.
but it's just reading the energy that's in the room. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
True.
God. He
But
said,
but
"Hold on."
but
You go ahead, go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
nah, I was just saying, but people think of all of these things that they told us that's bad and that's witchcraft. It's really not. You feel me? And that's what I don't know if y'all seen the movie Sinners. The movie Sinners was telling you a lot about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, I gotta
Same.
watch that. I ain't watched Sinners yet. I gotta watch. I heard that
Same
was a good one.
centers.
You got to watch that movie. That movie is showing you a lot of what colonizers came over doing, coming in
That
love and
tomorrow.
peace, and you know, kind of took
Uh,
us off our game and the things that they didn't understand that we were doing and tried to get us away from that.
Okay, okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm definitely watching that in the morning time.
Okay. And
He
hey,
said,
and just
that
and look,
is
and
bull. Go ahead.
no, my bad, my bad. You remember how the last episode I was talking about the red and the blue?
mhm.
Yeah,
And Sinners, one brother got on the red and the other brother got on the blue. Just
Really.
watch it.
got you. I'm definitely gonna tune into that tomorrow morning. I'm definitely watching that
Yep.
tomorrow. Well, he said with that, he said with slaves at that is bullshit. There's no way to feed that many people for that long.
Mhm. Yeah.
Correct. That would have died.
That's what I'm saying. Logistically impossible without refrigerators and shit like cheese is saying and things like that. So I was just getting on to that. And then, the thing is with them is they talk about Israel when we all know Israel didn't become a country until 1948. And another thing they always screaming is this black man is God and all that. I would love us to be God, but damn, gods are supposed to be killing each other like we do and don't treat each other with love and break each other up or try to even help each other with a little podcast like we doing. So they always lead into that things is God and Israel, the country Israel, and it got a lot of good things of having you with self pride and self black, but they never get to the points of America. America treats you just as fucked up or worse than Egypt treated you and things like that. And Egypt is part of Africa. I don't know why they be trying to get that like Egypt is a different country or Egypt was a different people from the Hebrews or something. No, you all was black. And Egypt is in Africa. The reason why Egypt looked the way it do now is because the Arabic slave trade and shit like that, another slave trade they don't talk about. So, and that's why Egypt is the way it is now. But that's a whole nother different topic. But the Israelites, they always just get on that and shit and things. And that's what they always coming with. And I'll be like, man, we got to, like their doctrine, you see them screaming on the corner and they be screaming at people who don't know anything. And that's how they feed you and start feeding you with all this bullshit until you got to really sit back and listen, because we had a temple. Then we have a temple right there on the corner of Madison or some shit like that where they used to always be at and
On the
everything.
corner of Bushwick and
Yeah,
Gates.
yeah, they have one right there. A
Hold on,
temple.
what B.I. B.I. said, hold on, I am God in His image. He make up my physical arm, leg, arm, head.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
Allah.
Yeah,
that's
Allah.
I'm not the Anunnaki created you, nigga.
Jesus.
Arm, leg, arm, head. That's Allah.
Yeah,
That's I. Yep. He said,
that's
which gods? There's hundreds in Africa alone. Not all gods are peaceful. Definitely. Yeah.
What about
That's
I
a lot of
mean, the Bible say that ye are gods. So I mean, that's not saying much. Cause we ain't all peaceful.
because we ain't all
nope.
peaceful.
We
I
definitely ain't
mean,
all peaceful. I believe in
if
that.
you are, you know what I'm saying? If you are in the image of God, if God is the ocean, right? If God is the whole ocean and you are a glass of water from the ocean, you're still a piece of that whole.
Hmm.
You're still a God. You know what I'm saying? If you dip that cup into the ocean, what's the contents in that cup is still a piece of God. That's what you are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm.
That's
That's
why that's why the Bible tell you life and death is in the power of the tongue. I mean, you got
Mm-hmm.
power. If you say to this mountain, move, it shall move. That means you got power. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
we just don't understand that. That's why you got to be careful the things that you speak.
Hmm.
Like me, I'm so careful with it.
Because you can speak things into existence that you
Even when
don't
I'm
want
feel
to
right,
happen.
even when I'm feeling sick, I don't even say it.
Hmm.
Yes.
You know
I
what I'm
learned
saying?
not to do that shit too. Hell yeah. I learned how to do
Hmm.
it because
Yeah.
that shit is all in your brain. Like that's your mind. That's your mind telling you that shit. And I let my mind. Nah, I'm not gonna let that shit play tricks on my mind like
And,
that.
and even if I'm physically feeling it, I still won't say it.
Mm, that's right. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm
big life.
saying? Yeah,
Definitely. Yep. Definitely, Jay. Hell yeah. That's 100.
Yeah.
When he said Jesus said we are gods.
yeah. Then he said, didn't your law say that ye are gods? I told my boy that one day. He was like, no, I'm like, nigga, you don't even read this book that you cling on. So hold, you know what I'm saying? You clinging on to it, you don't even read it, bro.
Last time you
Yep.
picked it up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know. But we know that America kind of builded this whole foundation based upon Egypt. I mean, you can see that by the back of
Yeah.
the dollar bill.
So,
You can
Yeah.
you can
you
see
got they got you go to Washington D.C. They got
they
the
got the
same things.
obelisks. They got
Yeah.
all of these obelisks everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And the phallus. You know what I'm saying? They modern everything off of Egypt.
Egypt, yeah. The whole
You know?
system is built off of Egypt. Egypt was the land of the people. America is the land of the people. Immigrants and everything came to Egypt just like they do America and shit. Their whole system is built off the Egyptian system. You know that
Man,
whole
look. Y'all remember them? Y'all remember them? Old. Y'all remember them? Whenever we would see like those old time courtroom settings, and you had them white men with those little wigs on with the curls
yeah,
and
Yeah, and it
stuff in
yeah,
there.
rolled up at the
yeah.
bottom. Yeah.
Why they curling their hair up? Who they trying to depict?
Trying
Mm,
to depict the Egyptians,
Royalty.
royalty.
thanks.
They trying to
They still
depict
do that in England
that
today. When you
they
go to
they
England in the courts, they do that in England. They still wear them damn wigs.
because they knew who the people were.
Mm.
They know who the
We
people
not
are.
all originally from Africa. I don't want to keep
No,
putting that out there, man. We from all over the planet,
no,
all
no.
over.
You can't. We would never be able to know. That's just the earliest that they
They
found.
they confound the DNA with Lucy
Yes,
2 million
that's the
years.
earliest that they found. They would literally have to. This whole world would have to be lifted up off his. You know what I'm saying? Off his top,
Because at
and
one
all
time there was one
archaeology would have to be present.
Pangea, and the continent split up. So you know it was one massive continent and everything.
Those-
So
Yeah, yeah. Continental drift.
the
Oh, yo,
continent was dressed.
Cheese, that's crazy. Cheese brought up a good top, well, a good point. They don't want to talk about them African
and
artifacts that they keep finding in the Grand Canyon.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
There
you
you go. I'm
go.
about
there you
And why
go.
you finding a
to,
whole bunch of mummified bodies in America?
Mhm.
yes, I was just watching that the other day. I was
gonna
like, yo,
hide
that
all of
shit feel like how the fuck they keep finding tombs and all that in the Grand Canyon?
But
And
But
the
what
some
Inca
and
and
people
why
all of that built the Inca and the Mayans built they shit off of just like the Egyptians built
and,
they
and why
things.
and why and why the hell Memphis got so much similarities to Egypt? Memphis, Tennessee, got so much
yeah,
similarities to Egypt.
bro. He said we got one more dinner. What he said down there. We was here and in the U.S. before. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's what. Yeah,
yeah, we've
that's
been
what. Yeah,
turn the
we
light
been
back
here. We
on. Come
yeah, turn my boy lights out.
Sorry.
What she said? Hold on. What time
Yeah.
said? I never been pleased. Explain, Jay. Never been pleased about what?
Never been to
Never been.
Memphis.
Oh, she never been to Memphis. That's why she's saying, all right, she never been to Memphis.
I heard King Tut
Oh,
mummified body was in the Grand Canyon, but they returned it back to Egypt, but don't know how.
huh?
Well, I guess I don't know how true that is.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. It's just a lot of the similarities in Africa resemble are resembled and exemplified in Memphis. Like a lot of the city names, uh, as far as the rivers as well, the depictions and descriptions that they give of it, it just resemble Memphis. And it's always been a debate. I mean, I don't really know what it is, but it's always a debate, and it's a similarities between Memphis and Egypt. Like they found a lot of African artifacts in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the symbologies that they have in Egypt are found in Memphis as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's that.
Got you. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I
Mhm.
tell you, man, y'all boys be
Like
teaching me. I'm
when you're looking at
learning.
the Mississippi River and the Nile River got a lot of commonalities. A lot of the pyramids that they find in
As I
Memphis.
said, the Olmecs, that's why they don't talk about the Olmecs a lot because they was around the same time that the Egyptians was in Africa. The Olmecs was over here in the Americas and things
Well,
like
they
that.
they, they was in they was in South America.
America,
They was
South
in South
America.
America,
But
but
South America is only South America because the
because
Europeans
they
at one
they yeah
time they
they
was
yeah
all the same one continent. So you know that's why you could find the same things in South America you could find in Nevada and shit like that with the Inca and the Mayans and the
yeah, but they
Olmecs.
they don't they don't talk about the Olmecs. They like to just
Yeah,
talk about the
because if
Mayans.
you look at the Olmecs, you look at all they statues and things. They
They
people
look
with
like
big
us.
noses, big lips,
They
and
look
things
like
like
us.
that. They look like us. Even if you go to Chile, Peru, and look at all their pyramids and look at their statues and things, they people that look like us. So it didn't become South America until the Europeans split it up. At one time, it was all one continent where they traveled freely. This whole continent was already set up with roads and things like that before they even came over here. That's why they was. That's how they was already known. Why you think they got black people to form and things like that? It gets deeper. Why you think? Who else would you take to be the slaves of a land who didn't already cultivate the land and know the land and things like that? You got to think about that part too. How
And
you
that's
get these
why
people to farm for you, get these people to build the
exactly.
houses, get these people to hunt, get these people to do the music, everything already because you got them from Africa and taught them this, or they was already over here and
And that's
taught
what I
you
and
their
that's
culture.
yes, and that's what I was, and that's kind of the point that I was getting to the last episode. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that slavery didn't happen, but as far as
Hmm.
us, like the transatlantic slave trade coming over from Africa, we don't even know the geography over here. Like we don't
Hmm.
know the land. The land is different. The environment is
Hmm.
different. The weather is
Different,
different. The
different.
soil is different. So the things that we would have been able to plant over there, we wouldn't have been able to do those same things
So
over
I
here. We
tell
would have had to
people, so
learn the
don't
land.
listen. Yeah, don't listen to them when they talk about they got crops and stuff. And it's no, we already was over here planting and cultivating the lands and shit like that. That's how we
Yes,
knew how to farm and do the cotton and things like that. And
yes,
uh,
it was already here. It was already here.
like I'm telling you, they tried that shit, getting some people from Africa a few times. They got 800 people and only 10 made it back. They said we can't do this. It's not gonna work. I'm
I don't
telling
mean to
you.
laugh about this nigga
Yeah,
stupid.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened. They got 800 people and only 10 made it back. They like, yeah, we can't keep doing this shit. It makes no
yeah,
sense. Fuck. Yeah, you gotta throw
yeah.
most of them out. You gotta throw most of them out.
What did he say? Memphis
I
was
meant to
named
say
after
the
the
whole
ancient
match same thing.
capital of Egypt. Both cities is main of the rivers.
Hmm.
So Memphis etymologically is a Egyptian term. If that's true, then you're gonna be teaching me something.
Yeah, I don't. I gotta the thing. You just taught me something today too.
Hmm.
See what he said? Yeah.
Rivers.
Name after rivers. Oh, he had name after rivers. Okay, I know. I see what he's saying now.
The
Memphis was
Memphis
named.
River.
He said, "Yes, brothers."
Hmm.
Guess what? Can you elaborate, bro? What
He
what
need to
No,
is
what's
pop
that?
your ass up in. He need to
It
pop his
was
ass
it
up
was
there. It's
that
my boy.
book. It's in that book I was
Send
telling
the
you
link.
about.
Let them join. Who is that?
yeah? Pop up
That's
Send
that's
send him the link, Chris.
that was in that
Send
book.
yeah,
He said,
pop. Yeah,
He
we
don't
got
got to show.
about a 15 minutes. We could pop him in there. Hold on, let Chris pop him in there so he can elaborate on that. It's in the
because
book.
they
So
date they
niggas,
date a lot of these mounds. They date a lot of these mounds and pyramids in Americas earlier than they did in Egypt and Africa.
all right, Tasha must have just went and looked it up. Yes, Memphis is named after Africa. I
It's
mean,
in a
named
book.
after Egypt.
yeah, y'all teaching me about that because I ain't know nothing about that. I
I
ain't
ain't
even
know
gonna lie.
nothing about that. Yeah.
Tell him, Tosh. Yes, Memphis is the name state.
Egypt.
Well, Egypt was originally Kemet. So
Kemet, yeah, Egypt was
when
originally.
was
Memphis was a city in
trying to
Egypt.
figure out
Memphis
when
was.
this happened?
He sent you the joint. Hold on, he gonna pop in. Get your little ass up in here, B.I. Get your little ass up in here, boy.
Engage and talk to us. Comment.
Lord fuckface.
Hold on, he about to come, y'all.
Yeah,
Hold up,
that's
y'all.
why I knew that. I knew that name sound. It is the capital. It was the capital of Egypt.
Okay.
Did you send? Did you send V out a link?
Yeah, I sent them the link. Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
ancient capital
I
of
think
Egypt.
yeah, but I think a lot of that stuff that landed up
It
in
comes from
Egypt was
they
here
named it
first.
after in 1819 because the geological, like you were saying, how it's set up just like Egypt and everything with the rivers and all that looking the same like Egypt.
There you go.
Hmm.
About to pop that's in there right now. He about to pop up on the screen. There you go.
What
So
up now?
a
You on mute, bro?
So good looking on that knowledge right there. Y'all just gave me something
You on
I
mute?
just learned.
we all learn something new. Come on, elaborate. What's up?
That shit on mute. VI, you gotta take your mic off mute.
It's a little mic looking button, or he probably didn't allow his mic.
I can hear me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, my brother.
Now I have a Bluetooth speaker on. My bad. Yeah, hello.
Now go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. What you were saying?
Yeah,
I hear you,
yeah.
brother.
Like I'm saying, that book I told y'all about. It's a lot of books I could give y'all because it's a lot for me
Jeez,
to
this is
elaborate
crazy.
on. It's a lot for me to elaborate on. It's that book could tell you everything you need to know about ancient Egypt, about the first people who raided Egypt, which was the Arabs, and the Shepherd Kings, which is the agents.
Yeah, I told you about the Arabic slave trade. They was the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
ones
that's a
to
fact. They the
invade
first one.
Egypt.
They did
Hmm.
us the worst, bro.
Hmm.
People don't
Yeah,
even know that they did us the worst.
When the Prophet Muhammad came into power, those 40 years, he went down Africa doing the dirty and
That
crazy,
they did us the worst because
filthy
they came and forced that stupid ass religion on the
religion on
almost
us. That's why I
90%
tell
of
people they be
Africa.
like Islam. Islam was no, we ain't have Islam in Africa before the
Nah, we were
English.
spiritual. We was more spiritual. We
We're
was more with
spiritual
our
people. Yeah.
ancestors. We was
Mhm.
more into our ancestors.
Yeah.
That religion
That's
shit came
why.
after Jesus.
That's why
Jesus
I never
and
reached
Jesus
the
died.
Olmecs or the Mayans or the Aztecs and things like that. That's why they're not Islamic people or things like that because that
Mm,
only happened over there and shit
that's a
like that
fact.
and stuff. Like it's a lot to say where they say we come from the west, but we actually come from the east. We come from that place, ancient Samaria and shit like that. So they don't talk about that a lot. They try to erase that from history or leave that out of history. But I think it says it in the great book, right? The people came from the east and came to the west. So Samaria is in the east, right? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Something. Just you know.
Cheese
They
got a
trying to say
quote
we
down
all
here. Says,
Sumerians.
Huh?
They was trying to say we all
I said,
Sumerians.
cheese.
Where he say he
Now,
make
Samaria is just what they call the cradle of civilization.
Foundation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that.
It's just like they can say that we all come from Africa. Well, I mean, that's not technically correct, but
Right. Yeah. That's why I say we come from the east.
yeah. But we should start doing that. What book was you talking about, brother?
That blue
I'm about
book
to,
he was showing me.
I'm gonna put it in the chat for y'all right now. Hold on.
My boy Cheese said Memphis, now called Mount Renab, was the capital city of Egypt during the Old Kingdom,
Facts. See, my
20
son know his
26,
history, bro. My
25,
son know his
2130
history.
BC, and remained an important administrative and religious center throughout Egyptian history. I copied and pasted.
That's a fact. I know this.
That's
I
my
just
know
boy.
his
That
history.
nigga cheese,
But
though.
how
That's
do
what's
I
up, cheese.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Well, we talking about
Give me
books. Let me get.
oh,
While we talking about books, let me give y'all one. It's right here.
you gotta come back.
The
What's that? What's
sacred,
the name of that?
the sacred teachings of all ages by Manly P. Hall.
put
Y'all
that kind
see this? It's a thick ass book.
I
The
gotta copy
Sacred
that
Teachings
down.
of All Ages by Manly P. Hall. This dude was a 33rd degree Freemason, and when I tell you it covers damn near everything, damn near everything. And I think that'll be a good thing for us to do, like cite our sources. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Whenever
Man,
we're stating certain things,
is that a
let's
good?
cite our
Did he got
sources.
like
That's how him what book he was talking about. Then y'all put it in the comment. But like and then you giving something there. Let's cite our sources. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to add another one.
And then let me give
Yo,
y'all one. Let me give y'all one more real quick. real
Yeah.
quick. Unless homeboy ready. Let me give y'all
You
this one
hear
too.
VI?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back
You
to
gotta
the
take
thing.
your
Hold
shit off
on.
of mute or something again.
This one called is The World 16 Crucified Saviors, Christianity Before Christ. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, we can see it.
It's a very good read. Very good read. It's covering a whole bunch of different cultures that had the same narrative of this savior that was, crucified, and all the parallels between, the things that we was taught growing up in Christianity and a lot of crossover and stuff. It's a good read.
Okay.
Man, just go watch the Zeitgeist, man.
I heard of that.
Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist break down everything.
I
That's the name of the
don't
book
think they
right
could
there,
see
VI.
that.
So, hey, put
Now
that
who
up
put
Yeah,
the
I'm
again.
hand
not
back
that.
Yeah,
up?
Let me see.
Put the book back up.
All right, hold on. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this stupid ass phone, man.
All right,
Uh,
there you go, right there. I see it.
Black
Y'all
man.
see it?
Black man
Yeah,
on the now and his family
I have to look
Got
that
it.
up.
by Dr. Joseph Ben Jockanen.
Yeah, Mike, fuck.
All right,
tell
got
me.
you. You can hear him,
Huh?
Chris?
You got it, y'all?
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
hear
yeah.
him.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
We
if not,
got it. Yeah, we got
it's another book too by Chancellor Williams called Destruction of the Black Family. You never
Mm-hmm.
heard of
Destruction
that
of.
book?
No, I
Yeah.
never.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you the real. It's Chancellor Williams. Another,
We got some book
yeah,
scholars.
Black Civilization.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I read. And tell Nelly, that's all I used to be on. That's all I do is read books.
I
Yeah.
said we used to
That
ride
Good.
home on the train all the time. We used to ride from motherfucking Western Beef up there on the train all the way back to Coney Island. This nigga always had a fucking book with him every night.
look, knowledge
That's a
knowledge
fact.
is principle.
Yeah,
Knowledge is
knowledge.
Definitely.
principle.
Yeah, Tosh
You
said
know.
she appreciate y'all knowledge, y'all. Definitely. I give it up for my so I try to tell
Yeah,
y'all
Destruction of
motherfuckers
the
up
Black
there.
Civilization by Chancellor Williams.
Yeah.
Got
With
you. Y'all
that.
heard
Yeah,
that out
knowledge
there?
is
That
principle,
book
y'all.
show you ain't no front. He break it down. He break our history down. The most that I seen that I ever read from a black scholar, he broke our history down because he talking about how Ashanti, how how the Ashanti would how Alexander the Great was scared to come into Egypt, Africa because of her, because the Ashanti and her
No, Shanti tribe, yep.
yes, that and there was a woman in power, and Alexander the Great was scared. He would not come. He would not come and try to go to war with her. He break down a lot of history. I ain't gonna front. That book is good.
Yeah, we was on that spiritual tip. You start hearing some howling in the wind. You don't know what the hell going on.
I ain't gonna front. This lady had about 1,000 elephants. Like
Yep,
I ain't gonna. She had
yep,
her husband was militant for real.
yep. Yeah, I already know.
Dang, I gotta catch up with y'all. Get into some
Hell
book.
yeah, man. I gotta get some of them books over there with them niggas into them books, man. I
I ain't gonna
definitely
front. I
gotta
could
get
give
a
y'all
good
like
read.
20 books, man, to read, man.
Likewise. And
Before Columbus by what's his name? What's his name? Damn, I forgot this dude name, man. I'm gonna just
Who?
look up the books and I'm just gonna send it to Nelly and he could just send it to y'all.
America for Gigi
I say, yeah, say it again,
before
Chris.
America for Gigi was before Columbus to
Huh?
actually America
I ain't
for
hear you,
Gigi.
Chris.
America for Gigi or whatever that nigga name is was actually before Columbus. That's who America is named after, or is named after the Inca, the Mayor Inca people, or whatever, whoever you want to
Who, the twins,
choose.
Inca and
I've
Inca?
heard a lot of different. I heard a lot of different, you
hmm
know,
The nigga name
theories.
was Americo Fujiji or something like that. He was the first person to discover America, or it could be from the Amer Inca people, the Inca. That's where America could be
Yeah,
from.
Uka, Amerinca. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
America could be actually named after.
yeah.
hmm
Well,
And even with
Africa was
Africa,
named
you got some
Bulan,
people talking about
African.
Alki Bulan and
Yeah.
a lot of other,
Hmm.
the thing is, it's good. This healthy conversation because, like I said, like you can find, evidence
This is
to
all
support.
historical facts, that was
Yeah,
written
which,
Yes,
yeah, some
about.
all
stuff is,
historical facts.
but some stuff it's a difference between truth and
Mhm.
fact. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
It's a difference between truth and fact. So a lot of
Facts
times,
is just something that was written down, that was recorded. Truth is
yeah,
the actual truth. A fact could be
yeah,
anything. You can fact check anything. That's just information. The truth
yeah.
is a little bit different,
Yeah,
you
the
know?
truth is just the truth. But nah, it's good. It's good for us to build and come with
Mhm.
these different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all like I said, we ain't gonna never necessarily know the 100% truth, but we can. It is more of a process of elimination to come more to the truth. You know what I'm saying?
As long as the Europeans ain't telling me nothing, I'm good. I would never believe in none of their books.
You say ain't believing in
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, I hear what you're saying on that, but most of the like translations come from them.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I'm saying? When
that's
we talk about all these ancient religion, ancient languages and stuff like that, most of our translations come from them. So, you know what I'm saying? I hear what you're
I
saying,
have
but
books with a lot of black scholars. I have books with a lot of black scholars breaking down our history too.
they can
Doing
break
the
down
same
the
thing that
history.
these
They
Europeans were doing, but doing it in
I'm,
a better way.
I'm not saying breaking down the history because obviously like they don't have the capabilities that we have. Like they just don't. But I'm just saying as far as translating the
I understand
languages,
because
most of it come from them.
archaeologists when them digging in Egypt, I understand what you're saying. Though.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, we really just got to take certain stuff with a grain of
You
salt.
just can't,
You
yeah,
feel me?
just can't take everything on face value, man.
For sure. For sure.
Gotcha. Yeah. I love the conversation y'all guys had again, man. I love this shit, man. I'm glad for y'all guys to join me and Chris shit, man. Well, y'all all regulars on here, man. So it's not just me. This is for the whole community now. So
It's the
I'm
panel,
glad for all
man.
you guys came through, man. Yo, Jay, you already know you welcome on here. Cameron, you always welcome. Vi, you already know you always welcome. My boy, 30 years in the motherfucking building with my nigga Vi, man. Definitely Vi. Hey, yo,
Yeah,
Mel
you think
Watson,
he's
I
a little putt putt, man.
appreciate you putting out with us. Hey, yo, Vi, man, shut up, you little motherfucker. Ain't no little shit over here. I'm bigger than all y'all motherfuckers now. Well, word up, nah. But man, we got my boy Chris, man, 20 plus years in the building. Vi 30 years. Jay, man, definitely, I appreciate you. Jay is a very good brother, man. Great knowledge coming from that brother. Y'all definitely need to check in more in here with us, man. Karen, always love your input from the lady. We always got to have a lady on here to hold us in the balance, man. Definitely. So I love you. I love every time you always checking in with us, Karen. Definitely, man. But again, y'all, this episode 17. We'll be back again Saturday night, 9:30 p.m. on the Eastern, 8:30 Central, 6:30 Pacific time. And like I tell motherfuckers all the time, get your ass up if you're in Australia, nigga. I don't give a fuck if it's 2:30 in the morning. Get your ass up. Because we got something to
Mhm.
talk about. Bring your ass over here and listen to us, man. Word up.
Sure.
Stop all that
Sure.
drama bullshit. But Black and Talkative, episode 17. Saturday night, we're gonna be back for number 18. We want everybody to tune in, man. Come and grab some of this knowledge from my people because these dudes out here and this young lady over here, they got some great knowledge and they got some great heads on their shoulder, man. I love everybody and thank y'all for tuning in with us. Yo, Mel, definitely, boy, and I'm gonna definitely see you soon. I'll be down in South Carolina soon too, Mel. So I'm definitely coming to check you, my nigga.
All right.
Everybody else out there, yo, y'all all have a good night. Welcome. I see y'all all again Saturday night, 9:30, y'all. Love to
Salute.
everybody.
All right.
Salute.
You already know, Jay, Chris, Karen, Vi.